Yo, what's up, Jake? How's it going? The song. What's up, Denny? The song selection went well. I went through all of Undertale and all of oh goodness. All of Undertale, all of Stardew Valley, all of Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, and yeah, it went well. So got some new ones. Not as many as I was hoping for. I mean, it's a lot. I can't say hello on Twitch. Apparently just the John Cena stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. Lame. Digital ID is lame. Lame. But no, it looks like Denny cannot say hello on. Also, your chat won't appear on stream for maybe 1 or 2 more minutes. Because YouTube chat is weird. I'm sorry. I went and tried the espresso from the restaurant thing in front of my Metro. Oh, scary. Yeah, you'll have a 30-second delay, and at the beginning of the stream, it won't even show up until Caster Labs decides to connect it. Yeah, I can't do caffeine at all, let alone like espresso. I just start shaking. My stomach hurts. So good luck. Good luck to you. But I pulled up the White Fox VOD review. Yeah, the stomach pain as well. Yeah, no bueno. It's not really good for you. Low key need it for Wednesdays. Yeah, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do to get through work. It'd be like that. I'm excited for new music. So let's see. Actually, I still need to go through more Mario Party. I need to get more Resident Evil save themes. I think I wanted to try some Devil May Cry music. I still need to get Minecraft music. And then, you know, any other recommendations people have. Denny, I think you had a recommendation, but it was just there. Did you add, of course, yes. Yep, those are in here now. They are on probably like the hype and the warming up playlists, of course. Oh, maybe just Ball 1, because I have a bunch of Monkey Ball 2 songs, but not Monkey Ball 1. Ball 1. But Denny, you sent a link. If you instead just say the name of whatever it was, and then I can look it up. As long as it's not like DMCA-able. I have one that I'm pretty sure is going to get me DMCA'd on the list, so I haven't done it quite yet. But, oh, okay. Looks like YouTube chat is connected now, so it'll be on stream. Yay! Spider Time one? That one I'm not sure. I think I might have left that one out. But we'll see. Then I didn't do the Metal Crusher. I definitely left out. It's a bit too abrupt. Doesn't really fit with the theme. And short. Then I didn't do the soundtrack to the second game because I haven't played the second game, and I started off and I was like, I'll wait. Are you on the bus right now? Hope you're having a good day. Delta Rune. Yeah, that's what it was called. Yeah, I got through like 3 or 4 of the songs, and I was like, we'll probably wait. What's up? What's up, Churro? Mr. 307. That's a first. I kind of like it. It's actually really funny. Respond to a text message. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, thank you for the bless you. That was a big sneeze. So good. When will I hit 100k? I have no idea. I don't know what to do with channel points. I'm not... I don't know. I think Spider Dance is in there. I don't think it's good for his live stream. It's mostly singing. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I have very few songs that have words. It's basically just the baseball one. It's like I try to keep it as like quiet background music, and I've had so many people tell me to turn the music down. I still think the music is way too low, but I don't know. That's just me, I guess. All right, I think we're ready to do a White Fox VOD review. Who's ready? All right. Open her up. This is a new song. Yay, new song. All right, hello everybody, welcome back. We have another White Fox VOD review today. This is Plat 2. They say they need tips. I've been playing White Fox since she released. I'm about to get Lord on her, and I still feel like I don't really understand how to fully use her kit. Like when to use her E and ult. I feel like I'm doing good because I've gotten MVP a lot with her. I know that doesn't really mean anything, but it makes me feel like I'm doing something. I am also losing quite a few matches in combo using her. So if you could review a couple of my games and critique them, that would be great. Also, you can review some other matches if you want. So they gave a couple different codes. I went with the one that was a loss. I think it's best to review games where you lose because you actually get punished for a lot of your mistakes. It makes it a lot easier going on. A couple words to start with. Yes, you're absolutely right. MVP doesn't really mean anything. Stats you can pull useful information out, but I wouldn't recommend it until you're higher ranked and you have a pretty good understanding of what's going on in general, because stats can be extremely misleading. So I wouldn't worry too much about the stat board. Don't worry about MVP, things like that. They don't really matter. Let's just try to look at impact. And then your melee form and your ult, they both kind of do the same thing, but to varying degrees. And so the way you want to think about it is it's kind of like a momentum tide turner. You don't want to save it for ultra defensive for either of them, and you don't want to be ultra aggressive. You want to take it to where you're in a losing fight, and if you ult or you use that melee form and it's time to go, you can change the fight and like get a pick, get a kill, save a teammate, and turn it from a losing fight into a winning fight. That's the basic idea of it. So let's start. Let's see what we can learn. I already don't like this. Try to pay attention. Okay, I don't like that. Okay, so our positioning is all out of whack. So the way you want to position as a support is you want to look at your line of sight. Okay, so if we do this, and we just like take all the walls and stuff out of it, right? So let's just take a look. And let's do this. So check this out. You're here. This one's you, right? And right now, your line of sight is something like this. And then there's probably some walls in the way, right? And so all the people you can see, you can heal. So we can heal this person, this person, this person, and this person. We cannot heal this person, okay? Now, what you're going to see right now is there's walls in the way that block our line of sight. I think there's one here, another one here, something like this, right? And so that's going to block the line of sight. So now we actually can't see this person or this person. And we could probably heal these two, okay? So immediately our positioning is already not great. And then as you see, you're going to walk down and lose sight of more people. And then as we jump back up, we kind of gain more line of sight, but we're too close. Since we're too close, now that the Hulk jumped back, we have to either choose. I'm either going to look over here and heal these people, or I'm going to look over here and heal these people. Now, if you're standing back here, it's a much easier decision to make. This is much better. But we're just too close. And then we're going to try to heal these people and then lose sight of it again. And then now we've actually backed up into the enemy, which is not good. So we got to be careful about how we position. Just keep in mind your line of sight. You want to keep as many people on your team in your line of sight as possible, especially with White Fox. Yeah. And then because we had bad positioning, we weren't using cover. That forced out our TP. And then since we forced out our TP, we have no plan of getting back. Your only way back here is to take this and get back up. I mean, technically, yeah, that's pretty much it. So it's really important on this map that you stay back here. This is where you want to fight. If your team wants healing, they need to come to you. And you need to have a plan of escape, right? So you tried to heal and then you went back this way, which got you in trouble. Instead, you should try to heal by staying behind cover, staying out of line of sight. What's up, Chaotism? Yeah, I think you're probably right there, Churro. Blood Hunt. And then I think people aren't playing as much ranked as well. I think the negative win rate climbers are really, really bad. So this is partly not knowing the map and partly having bad positioning, which kind of go hand in hand. So just from now on, you always want to position up here. If your team plays down there, doesn't matter. Hang out up here until you are forced to drop. All of this was because you dropped early. Okay, nice. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright. So, a couple things here. So, we're in a decent enough position, but now it's actually kind of time to drop. Once the payload gets to about here, this is no longer defensible because it gives an open line of sight to the DPS of the enemy team, which is exactly what happens, right? And you can't deal with them and also help your tanks. So if you look at what happens, you look over here, right? And now you're fighting a 1v1. And what's happening down here? Now your Magneto has lost support, okay? So they don't even actually need to kill you in order to push the payload because of this. So at this point on the map, you have to drop back down to here and then regain your composure. Now, the second thing I want to talk about, and we've talked about positioning a ton. Now let's talk about our cooldowns and like what they're for. So your melee form can be great as a peel tool, as a survival against specific enemies. Okay, most of the time it's going to be enemies that have a high time to kill, so it takes them a long time to actually kill you, and so because of that, they stay in your backline for a long time. So that's things like Captain America, kind of Hulk, depending on how good they are. Venom, like all these tickle monsters where they're just always back here. Sometimes Blade as well. So it takes a long time. On characters like that, then it's great to use melee form and actually like brawl them out and force them away. On characters like BP, I would put so far, we still don't know too much about this character, but Black Cat I think is one of those where the time to kill is really short. They want to show up, kill you, and get out. Those types of characters you want to use your tail for, your right click. You charm them, you shoot them a couple of times, you shoo them away like a fly, and then you go back to your job. So because we choose the wrong ability for the job, we go into melee form, but since like BP and Black Cat, they attack from a distance and they move around a lot, so we're not getting the benefit of it. So gotta drop down, gotta have better positioning, and then use our abilities correctly. Hey, do not TP, please. One of the easiest ways to get killed is like get killed. Okay. All right, so once again, our positioning, we're a bit too far up. Here, with White Fox, you can be a little bit farther back if you're confident with your aim. So you want to have cover. If you watch where you stand, we'll do this one more time, just to really like nail the point home. Look at all the cover you could have. You could have cover here. We'll do it. You can have cover here. You can have cover here, right? Not really here. And this is all open. And then there's cover way back here. Okay, so you are just about as far as you can possibly be to every piece of cover that's possible. You want to make sure that you're using cover, so that way if you start taking damage, you can choose to stop taking damage instantly, right? Like imagine there's a Phoenix up here or a Moon Knight. If the Moon Knight comes out right here, you are now forced to use your teleport cooldown, right? If you're up here and the Moon Knight shows up, all you have to do is scoot to the side, and then you can keep healing, and you're fine. If you're over here and the Moon Knight shows up, you scoot to this side, and then you can keep healing, and you're fine, right? So make sure we're using cover. The next thing is when we're talking about aim, and I'm trying to tell you to back up a little bit, we do have to be confident with our aim on White Fox. A lot of people don't realize just how much healing you miss out on if you're not hitting your shots directly. So since we're still uncertain, let me just break it down how White Fox's primary fire works real quick, just so we know. So whenever you throw it out, it hits a target, and then it bounces, and it hits a second target, okay? Now, when you throw the first one, the first hit, so this one hit Magneto, that does 50 healing, I believe so. And then the second target, it went and bounced and hit Hulk, I believe. The second one does 35. This is the same for if you hit the floor. Now let's watch one where you hit the floor, just to really nail the point home. You're hitting 50, 35. Okay, now this one we missed, right? So here, now the first target that it hits gets the 50, which is nothing. And then the second one only gets 35 healing. So you miss out on 50 healing per shot, which over time, that turns out to 58% less healing. All that to say, that's the math behind you really actually have to aim, and aiming with this character is like extremely important. So if you're not confident in your aim, that's something you have to like really work on. But that's something to just really keep in mind. Oh, my Lanza, never do this. Yeah, this is a good time to actually go in melee form. So here we have a Thing in our backline. Thing is another one that you can actually kind of brawl with. You just have to be careful to be next to them. You never want to TP behind enemy lines as a White Fox unless you know the situation confidently. Look at this from the enemy's perspective, right? We TP right here, right next to a White Fox, a Magneto, a Moon Knight, and a Gambit. Like all four of these people, if you're playing against better people, so like as you get better, you play against enemies that are better. All four of these people are going to be like, yo, White Fox behind, no TP. The call out's going to go out instantly and you're just going to die. So you put yourself in a really bad spot here. The better option would be to whip out your melee form, stay by cover, and just start brawling. Because you're going to give a bunch of healing, you're going to do damage, you're going to stay immobile, and you're going to be on your side of the field. But we don't use our TP. Their charm. Now we whip it out. Whenever you do use the melee form, you don't want to spam both of the dashes instantly. Using one is fine, but if you do it wrong, you put yourself away from the enemy team. You really need to stay close to actually do damage. So stay close, do damage, only use your dashes to actually stay close to people or to get out of danger. Gambit for sure. Really? I don't know. I mean, if you're talking full comms, yeah, Gambit's great. In the ranked ladder before Celestial, I don't think Gambit's all that amazing. Okay, this is another part of the map that I don't think we understand. Here, it's like, we lost the point already. The next place that we're going to take a fight is actually back here. So I would start backing up. Keep in mind that your teleport is a 15-second cooldown. Or it's 12 seconds, excuse me. I think the melee form is 15. That's a really long cooldown. If you mistime that, you will get punished for it. It's like one of the most common callouts that I make is White Fox no TP. It's just like, it lets you know, hey, you have an easy target. Okay, so we didn't rotate earlier. Now we're forced to use our TP again. Now Thing can probably ult. Okay. So we're not doing terrible. But I think we lost sight of the kill feed here. And we let the panic get to us. So just make sure that if you go into settings, audio combat mix, scroll down and go to KO sound cue. This is off by default. What this does is anytime somebody in the game dies, it plays a sound effect. So if you watch up here, it plays a little sound effect. It makes it easier. Because if we're not paying attention to that, then we can't really understand what the momentum of the game is. Right now, you've used one support ult. You have a Hulk ult going on. And we've got 2 kills. And the enemy team is in like complete disarray, right? Like, look at the positioning. Our team has isolated 2 people. This person's out in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by 4 people. So that's an easy kill. And then Thing is off doing nothing. So this is a big win for your team already. And then we ult when we don't really need to. Like, I wouldn't have minded your melee form in this situation. But an ult, definitely not. Like, you can tell we didn't need it. Okay, now we need to back up. You are frontlining. Have a little respect. Okay, this is a habit that I see so many White Foxes have. Your instinct when somebody on your team is low should not be teleport. Teleport, technically, you give them a little burst healing. You give them a barrier. I understand the logic behind it. The problem is it's a 12-second cooldown, and it's not for that. If you need to do burst healing, especially with a Venom who's on the way out, you want to use your tail, right? You want to use your right click. It's on a shorter cooldown. It still does the burst healing, and then it doesn't have that other purpose of you. It needs to be your get out of jail free cards. Like, now would be really nice to have a TP because our bad positioning has forced us to need to use it. And we don't have it. So you can see instantly, like, we're using it to bail people out when that's not really what it does.
I'm back, and I'll be more sly this time.
Yo, what's up, Paulo? How's it going? What's up, Lord?
Extra shielding. They'll have to hit harder. Damage sustained. Need assistance.
Okay, once again, we're not using our cover. Look at what this looks like from the enemy mag's perspective. I think probably has a good line of sight of us, right? So he walks up, and then you're behind cover, so he can't shoot you, and then you just walk out of cover, and he gets free shots on you. So as we're shooting, you need to have awareness of like where your wall is. Hug the wall, shoot this way, and then instead of like walking forward whenever we want to heal somebody. Just make it really easy to get yourself killed. White Fox is a top 3 support? I don't know about top 3. She's good, though. With dive meta, White Fox really good. Hey, that was a good use. I like this use of your melee form. I think this is underrated. That's a risky TP, but it can work. Just be careful. Getting out with your melee form, I think, is fine. Okay, now the fight's over, so just get out. You have no chance of winning this. And you have no cooldowns. I just stop healing and get all the way out here. You're just going to get yourself killed and staggered. Okay. This is fine. I don't mind this. Okay, make sure we're actually hitting our shots. It doesn't look like we're being very intentional here. Like here we kind of shooting at Wolverine, and then we kind of start shooting at enemies, even though Wolverine is low and not taking damage. So make sure we're being intentional with what we're shooting at. So this would be another time, instead of TP, to go into your melee form. You have a bunch of people low, and everybody's close together. If you go in melee form, you might even be able to kill this Magneto. This is where White Fox excels. If you want to play a support that's like, I'm going to heal and I'm going to help my team, then play a different support. Play Luna, play Invis, play Cloak, right? If you're going to play White Fox, you need to be able to like make plays. This is a perfect turn the tide scenario where you guys are down a tank, the enemy team's down a tank. Everybody on your team is low, but close together, with the exception of Venom, but don't worry about him. And there's a Magneto who you could possibly kill. If you go in melee form here, and you don't even have to use your dashes, just get close, start doing a ton of damage, and pumping out healing, you force this Magneto back or kill him. That's a tide turner. That they all... I don't understand what happens to your Phoenix. Alright, so once again, this fight is now over. Let's back out. The next place you're going to actually have a fight is all the way to here. And the faster you realize that, and the faster you get out, the better it's going to be. So hopefully we do that. Just get all the way out. Don't stagger. Don't even care. Nice. You need to keep going. Keep going. Uh-oh. Okay, nice. Okay, now is go time. I would go use your melee form. Go brawl with your Hulk. There you go. Good. And then you use your dashes to stay close. Yeah. I don't like the ult as much. Yeah. Maybe. Uh-oh. Okay, we're just like way too lost in the sauce. If you don't know what I mean as lost in the sauce. So this is a really hard part of playing White Fox. If you think of this as a pizza, okay? So if you draw a circle around everybody in the game, at least everybody in the fight, it's normally a circle like this. The inside is the sauce. This is not really where you want to be, okay? You get lost in that sauce, and then like, now if you want to heal people, it's like really hard to see what's going on, because in order to see everybody, you have to back up. This is not really where supports want to be. You want to be more on like the edge, like here, right? And then you don't want to like go in and get all the way into here and like go crazy. Like that's just not really what your character does. You want to be more patient, calm on the outside. So what I would recommend is understanding like the lines. So in general, this is probably not the best example. Let's see if we can find a spot where it is a good example. All right, this is a good example, okay? So we have the two lines. Okay, you have the enemy front line right here. Okay. You have the friendly front line right here. You have the enemy back line over here. And you have the friendly back line, which I guess I'll use. Friendly back line. Okay. This is pretty much how it all goes down. Even when the fights break down, this is where it is. You want to stay behind your front line here and not get too deep into the enemy back line. Unless you're going full dive or full brawl, which is really difficult. And as long as you are going full dive or full brawl, you still don't want to be right in the center, okay? So you don't want to, if you're going full brawl, you don't want to be in the center of the whirlpool. So if you draw a circle around everybody on the enemy team, if you're in the center of this is going to be bad. Because you're going to get sucked in and you're going to get killed from all the angles and you won't be able to tell what's going on. You want to be on the edge over here, on the edge, on the edge, on the edge, something like that. That's going to help you out a lot. The next thing is when you're building this skill of like brawling as White Fox, you need to be able to train your brain to see things that are going on around you and not get lost in the sauce. One of the best ways to do that is to just pick one target and stick with them. If you're a support, like a hardcore support like Luna or somebody like that, pick one of your friendlies and stick with them and make sure they don't die, okay? If you're like a DPS or a tank, or even sometimes White Fox, pick one enemy and stick with them and just track them through the fight, no matter who's going on. Right here, like, we're doing damage to Thing, and then now we do some to Magneto. Now we're kind of trying to heal, doing damage to everybody. And then here, once again, we do a little bit of damage to White Fox, or to Black Cat. And then we split up. So you don't really want to split your attention. You want to find one person and like stick with them. And you can see how you're getting lost. You tried to chase down Moon Knight, but then we lost it. So we just gave up and then we went to Thing and things like that. So pick one, stick with them. That's going to train your brain eventually to be able to like follow. Pick one, stick with them. Once you get really good at that skill, then we can reassess and use the skill to get the best value by picking the correct targets and switching targets when we need to. But we can't actually do that until we're really good at tracking just one group team fight. Like, especially Marvel Rivals, there's so many abilities going off. There's so many ults, so many voice lines. Like, it's so easy to get lost in the sauce. I was gonna ask, it was either Churro or Jake. Somebody said somebody else is doing VOD reviews. Is that like becoming more popular? That's unfortunate. Okay. So whenever you use the charm, you definitely don't want to aim at the ground. Your charm, your right click, it is a great burst healing tool. So when you see you have multiple people over here that are low, it's a good idea to use the charm. But since we hit the floor right here, it stops and it doesn't actually make it to them. So this is where cursor control comes in. We can't play this character like Cloak, where you can just bounce things off the floor. You really have to actually aim at the people that you're shooting at, or else you're going to lose a ton of healing. Yep, this is the time. And that's how it goes. This is just the last fight. Happens. Let's see how we do on attack. Yo, what's up, Boo? How's it going? Oh, is there like other content creators who are doing this? I haven't seen too many people do it, but... Okay, so one of the downsides of melee form is if you don't have somebody in your sights that is an easy target. So by easy target, I mean somebody who doesn't move around a lot, right? So like Rogue is really difficult to get a lot of healing out as White Fox because she's moving around and you can't keep up with her. Magneto, on the other hand, he has no movement abilities. So if you pop your melee form and just attack Magneto, then you can heal everybody around the Magneto. Now, is that applicable right now? Not really, because everybody's scattered. So this just isn't really a good use. And since you're in melee form, you're not getting any healing out through this whole time. So you really have to know your target. Yeah, content creators. I think I'm subbed to like 4 of them. Oh, interesting. Well, rip my niche. So this is a great example to talk about like diving. So if you're playing a character, if you're playing a support, you're going to deal with dives. So let's just break this down at the very beginning to understand the point of it. Now, what's the goal of this person diving? The goal is not to kill the supports. The goal is to get the supports to stop healing enough to where the front line dies. That's the goal. Now, one way to accomplish that goal, a method, is to kill the supports. If you kill the supports, they're dead for 10 seconds. It takes like 5 seconds to walk back from spawn. So that's 15 seconds where these people are not going to get healing. But that's not the only way. If this White Fox literally stands here and you shoot at her for 10 seconds, that accomplishes the same thing without even killing you. So understanding that, that's where we talk about the shooing away thing that I was talking about. Right? So if we go over here, if you see Black Cat, she's not really doing anything. She doesn't require attention. She's getting ready. And so we can like keep looking and understand in the back of our mind like, oh, there's a Black Cat over here. Once she shows up, I'm going to have to deal with it. Okay. So over here, we're going to help. And then because we didn't do that, we let the Black Cat completely isolate us from our team instead of walking up with our team. Now that we're completely isolated, now our team's going to have way less healing. And then we have to use our TP to get in, and we put ourselves in danger. So just be really careful of like what a diver actually wants. You're the only one doing consistent guess the ranks. That's true.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
I really dislike his vibe. Oh. I find Boger entertaining as well. I feel like the exact same. I feel the exact same, Churro. All right, so once again, I want to call out our positioning. So if we just take a second to look, there's cover here. We're going to use green. There's cover here. There's cover here. There's cover here. There's cover here. And once again, we're as far as possible from all of these covers. It makes your life so much easier. Because look at this Moon Knight, right? Look at what he has to shoot at. He can see you right here. He can see you, and in order for you to get to cover, you have to go all the way this way, right? Whereas imagine just for a second that instead of here, you're right here. All he had, look at the difference in what he gets to shoot at. It's so much easier. Much better. Now that we take pressure, now we get to cover. But imagine how much better it is if you're already in cover.
That's much better.
Okay, I don't mind this ult. This is actually pretty good ult. We force out an ult. Our team has momentum. Oh, you gotta stop TPing in. Okay, it didn't work. Time to get out. Either get out or die as fast as possible. Nice.
I'm back, and I'll be more sly this time. Vortex field. You won't be needing that. Anyone willing to help?
That'll feel
That's much better. Get that vehicle moving again.
Once again, we're trying to get an angle to see. I would much prefer if you look at cover. This is another great time for melee form. Well, I mean, Rogue's going to be hard to chase down. So if you have another target that you could chase down, then yes. I hate this. This is really bad. This is a cause of staggering right here. So right now, your whole team is dead. Okay, so this fight is definitely over. So this is either die or get out. The likelihood of you getting out here is basically 0 unless you literally turn around and have somebody to TP to. Your invis is dead unless she goes invisible. And if you're healing her, she's not going to be invisible, right? People are going to be able to track that down. So what you want to do here, ironically, I know it sounds counterintuitive, but you want to die as quickly as possible. The longer you take to die, the longer time that these people are going to be spawned in without you. So watch what happens here. We delay our death. It's possible to die right here if you just like sprint at the enemy team, make them kill you. But instead, we try to keep our invis alive. So she lives for an extra 6 seconds over these, right? And then we keep ourselves alive for another 5 seconds after that. And now these people are back and ready to go. And we're dead. So what's going to happen? This is how staggers actually happen. Okay? Now they're already fighting. Like this. Like that. But yeah, so because we took forever to die, we had to use both of our cooldowns just to get to our team. And they're long cooldowns. And so now we're with our team, but we have no cooldowns. And since we're here, we're just this easy target. So try not to do that.
Shields up.
It's now or never.
So remember what I said earlier. What's the point of this rogue diving? It's to get you guys to stop healing the front line. These guys are dead now. So what do you do in this situation? Let's back up. First of all, we have to be using cover. And we have to realize Rogue can't just show up and kill somebody. It takes a while for Rogue to actually do damage. So you stay here, you charm her, and then you look at the front. You go here, you charm her, and then you look at the front. And you have to manage both of these together. If both you and your invis are trying to shoot this rogue is winning. Look what happens. He uses his bubble, he's not getting healing. He has no cooldowns, he's dead. Both of your tanks are dead. That's a good trade for rogue. Luckily, your mag has a brain and actually gets to cover. Now it's forced out. The ult, because you have no other options. Good TP out. Nice. Okay, so now we have to back up. Mag's a great target for melee form. And then we lose our dash, and now we're not getting any healing. Okay, now we're on Mag. Yeah, there you go. Look how much healing it does, by the way. Like, look at your teammate's health bar. The second you start hitting, they survive all of this, even though you guys are down 2 people. You have somebody in spawn and somebody dead. Like, it does a lot. If you can get really good at melee form, you can do so much healing and so much help. So yeah. There's a lot of tips here that we went over through the whole video. If I want to summarize it, we need to A, use cover better, B, give up on a lost fight, back out as far as you can to the next defensible position. Look at how you use your abilities. So for your TP, you used it way too aggressively, and then you didn't have it for defense. You need to use your charm for defense and for critical teammates, so for burst healing, things like that. And then you need to play your life a little bit more and respect. A lot of the times you back up towards the enemy instead of getting back out to the next set of cover. Okay, I didn't really make that point well, so let me do that real quick.
Score 0.
So if we just go to a part on the map, let's see, what would be a good part? I didn't make this point, but it is really important. So if you look here, right, all the cover right here, we have cover here, cover here, cover here, and then cover way over here on this corner, right? When you start getting pressured out, a lot of the times what your brain tells you to do is you like to take an off angle over here to where the enemy team, they can't see you and you can still see your friendly team, right? You have line of sight here. That's what your brain is telling you to do. This is really not what you want to do. You want to give up this corner and go to the next one, right? So right now we're fighting here, okay? We're using all this cover. Our team is in this area. We're over here helping them, okay? So just imagine we're right here, and then we have a tank like here and a DPS here and something like that, right? And so our healing is coming in and helping these guys. Now, once they get pushed back, you should be thinking, I'm going to get to the next set of corners, okay? So let's go back over here. Now we have cover here, here, a little bit here, a little bit here, and then over here, and like using this hallway is also really good, right? So when this gets pushed out, you need to back up to the next set, 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 something like that. Instead of getting trapped over here and then being forced to use our TP to get to here. Then, because we have our TP, if we're sitting here, right, and then we get pressured out, now we can TP and use it instead of TPing to here and then we get pressured out and then we die. It's going to make your fights last so much longer. So anyway, there's a ton of information in this video. I hope it helps. Make sure to join the Discord. We have a ton of people. Make sure to read chat down there during this. They always have lots of good tips. So, but yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope this helps. Good luck with White Fox. Take care. God bless. Catch you guys next time. Bye. Hey, new song. Let's go. It fits really well. I'm really happy with the new song. Don't look at that. All right. So this was a Plat White Fox review. Okay. Bro, we went over so many topics for this VOD review that I literally have no idea what to call it. I need to catch up on chat. Yeah, this was a Reddit VOD, boo. Yes, it was. Long time ago. I can't believe it's already been like 6 months since I've been doing this. It's crazy. Let's see. Chris watched some streamer who was glazing him, called him one of the best Human Torch players he's ever seen. The whole team was counter swapping around Dawn Torch. Oh, nice. The guy plugged his Twitch over. I went back and watched the guy's perspective. Based. Oh, Sniper Man. By the way, Cove, the Dutch have done amazing research. They've established that poorly insulated houses full of mold cause respiratory stress. Fork found in kitchen. That's hilarious. Oh, we were just talking about the Balkan Peninsula. Nothing. Think, Mark. Think title. Yeah, I have no idea. It took several years for the research. Oh boy. Okay. I don't know what that title means. 6 months since I, like, started doing VOD reviews. Isn't that crazy? It's an Invincible reference? Oh, it's the... Gotcha. Okay. I have seen that. Longer? Is it... the only reason I say 6 months is because Jake has the 6-month sub badge. It's just insane. Oh, dang. Wow. Diamond 3 Mag 1 trick. Is gonna do a Mag 1? Make sure this is a loss. It's been like 8? Wow. Almost a pregnancy. In December. Boy. Okay, what's the tag? Ooh, they use Portal? I like this already. Well, that doesn't seem to be working. Oh, you can do follow age? Wow. 5 months and 17 days. Wait, that doesn't seem accurate. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, that could just be when the Stream Elements bot joined. I bet you somebody else has that exact same time, because that's probably when the Stream Elements. What happens if I do it? I'm not following. Oh, that's actually really funny. 5 months and 4 days. Okay. Weird. So maybe it's not when the stream? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Twitch is goofy. All right. Are we ready for another VOD review? Also, I have a serious question. Nearly at a month here. Good stuff. Glad to have you. Oh, you're probably right. You're probably right. That would make sense. All right, let's just get into it. Here we go. Song? I think it's a new song. Yeah, we'll go with a new song. Let's go. All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to another VOD review. Today we have a Mag Diamond 1 trick. They say, I want to climb as a Mag 1 trick. Would appreciate any feedback. Things I'm focusing on right now. Ult usage if I cannot directly counter another ult, either because of shields or no directly counterable stuff. Shooting squishies and protecting teammates. Okay, so that all sounds great. I like where our head's at. The one thing that I do want to say is I don't think it's possible to be a 100% one trick in this game just because bans exist. I know not a lot of people are banning mag, especially in low elo, but at high elo, people do ban mag. So just be careful. I would always have at least 2 characters. That being said, with that out of the way, for the rest of the video, we're just going to focus on how we can be the best mag that we can be. So, let's get to it. I like that we're breaking the wall here. Nice. Good. So I already don't like where we're positioning. We're a bit far out. I don't mind starting here, but you kind of have to back up very quickly. It's really easy to get caught out, especially look at their team comp, right? They have a Reed who can keep you here for a long time. They have a Thor who's getting ready to kidnap you. I think he just picks the Emma instead. They have a Bucky who can keep you from getting out. They have a Cloak who can blind you and an Invis who can pull you. Like, this is really, really bad. So our positioning already is not great. The way you want to think about this is it's a concept called the line. Okay, so whenever you're playing, especially a main tank and a slow main tank like Magneto or Groot or Emma, there is a line that you have to draw on the map that you can't cross, because if you cross that, you're very likely to die and get punished for it. On this map, the line's actually like here. I would just draw the line like here and say, I'm not crossing this, almost no matter what. And then, unless the situation changes, right? If you get 4 kills and there's somebody right here, you can cross the line for a little bit and then you get back to it, right? So it's not like super solid. But since we're already out there, we're just... So because we have violated the concept of the line, now we've been forced to use both of our bubbles, and our Emma has used her diamond form, right? So that is 15-second cooldown here, 15-second cooldown there, 8-second cooldown there. So that's a total, that's like a lot of cooldowns that we now don't need, or now that we now don't have if we need them. Okay, so you're putting yourself in a bad position to start with. Now we've also used Curtain. Instead, we should have already been about here, and then you can kind of spam and then back up to this corner. Hey, what's up, Libra? How's it going? Actually doing a good job of trying to hold space here. It's unfortunate that we're down 5 to 6 and we use all our cooldowns. This is not bad. If we position properly, this is much better. Now, I do want to point out something, and it's the concept of space and like holding space. Okay. So, since we'll just break it down as simply as I possibly can. All right. So, what is the concept of space? Okay. Space is any area on the map that your team can walk through without getting shot at. Okay. So, for example, this space is yours pretty solidly, because any member on your team, if they're standing here, they're going to take like almost no damage and they're going to be fine. This area here, we'll use purple. This is all contested. Okay. All of this is kind of contested because anybody is likely to take damage if they're in this spot. All right. So what do tanks do? Tanks, they take and they hold on to space, right? So these tanks are trying to take this space away from you, and you're trying to stop them. Now, how do you do that? A lot of people think, and I'm judging by how you play, you think as well, is you're trying to soak up the damage. You're trying to use your tank abilities to do that, and that's actually not accurate, okay? It's part of it, but it's not the only part. So here, what you actually do to take and hold space is actually to be a threat. And you say, anybody who walks into my space, you're going to need to leave my space or else I will kill you. Now, let's just give an easy example, right? Instead of this being a Thor and a Magneto, let's just say this was an Invis and a Cloak, right? That completely changes the equation because you can actually kill them. You are a threat to them. You can do your left click, left click combo, followed up with a quick melee, and delete one of them instantly. That is the threat. And they can't do that to you, which is, this is where your other abilities come in. because you have a big health bar, you have a self bubble, you have a curtain, and you have the damage, right? So you can outlast them while killing them. So here, this is a scary matchup because Thor can really push you out of your comfort zone, and you can't do too much to bully him once he's closed the distance, right? He has 600 health. He gets a ton of bonus health. He can dash around, and he can do a ton of damage. You can't really do too much. So that's why it's really important that we were here earlier, and you keep them away from you, right? You push the mag back. You push the Thor back. You do damage to their backline so the backline can't walk forward. Because if the backline can't walk forward, now if these guys turn this corner, they can't get healing. Okay? So to that end, you're doing a great job of using your defensive cooldowns. Now we need to work on properly positioning and target those squishies to force them out of your space. Okay? So that's the concept. Now we'll go through explaining like how it works on each one. I love that you switched to Portal. That's amazing. Great stuff. Heads up play. The only thing here is like you do want to place your portal. Let's watch the whole thing. You want to place your portal in a way to where you can get to point, but also get out of the portal safely. So let's see if we do that. We kind of go as quick as possible. I understand like we're low on time, so it makes sense. At the same time, like the ideal portal here would be right here facing this way, right? Because the portal will give you a wall, right? Imagine that it was actually facing like, imagine it was here facing this way. Everybody else, if they want to shoot you, they would have to go around and shoot around the portal, right? It's like a wall. So because of that, not a great portal, but that's okay. I mean, you got through with time. Nice. Shield last second. Nice. Oh, get the kill. Nice. I would not ult here. You're probably just dead. You're doing a really good job of using your defensive cooldowns. Like this is fantastic for a diamond level player. I would assume that you want to get mag help, but we'll help with Strange since we're here. Hey. I like the idea. That is gonna start getting countered in Diamond though. So when I coach like supports, the number one thing, not the number one thing, one of the things that I tell them is watch out for telegraphed ults. And a lot of people do this ult as Strange because it works in low elo. But like, look at this from their perspective. Like, there's a Phoenix popping them off. There's a ton of stuff, but it's really easy to counter. I feel like it's super easy to counter. So you have to be a little bit more creative with it. One thing you can do is you can actually fly up here on this side, and then you float across. Because one of the easiest things you can do is, as Strange, it's really easy to see you, right? Look at the whole enemy team. Just about everybody can see your giant shield, and they know Strange is here, okay? And then you watch Strange, like, go from front line into up in the air. That's, like, super obvious. Versus, if you're looking here at the Emma, and then the Strange just starts up here, and then drop down with their ult, that's way harder to counter. So just try to be a little more creative with it. All right, we're back on mag.
There's still a chance to stop them. Better stop that vehicle.
Okay, you have to be careful here. You are down some people. I think maybe you could walk up and touch point. Maybe.
You need not fear.
Feel the heat.
Okay, I don't mind that at all. Okay, good. This is good. I love this. Ooh, almost. Okay, so... Okay, let's slow this down here. I like the idea here. You're trying to slow people down, right? But you realize, like, Reed, he's, like, almost impossible to kill. And he's used all his cooldowns. And so you try to shoot the Mag, but Mag has a ton of shield and health. The Thor isn't really doing much, right? And so you change strategy. This is great. I love to see this. And you're like, I'm going to bully supports. Because if I slow them down, that's going to slow these guys down. So that's actually great. I love this idea here. We try to get the kill on the invis. It almost works. Now I just want to point out, remember when we were talking about space? How do we deny space? It's by saying anybody who walks into this, I'm going to kill you. But now they have a support ult, right? So you can't kill them. So now we have to back up. That's a terrible invis ult. Okay. Here, we're looking to bubble. Excellent. You love to see it. Okay. Now we're down 1, so we either need to get a kill. All right, we got a kill. Great. That's not a great portal. That happens. I don't know why we lose sight here. Okay, this is where it's hard to be a Magneto main. A lot of people, when they play Magneto, they're very team-oriented. They want to bubble their team. They want to soak up damage. They want to be a good frontline tank. At the same time, though, you also need to have killer instinct. So here, we know their Thor has died. We have a support ult. Nobody's going to die. And you have direct line of sight to the enemy supports. Here, like, you need to get aggressive and be like, I'm going to kill you. Like, this should be blood in the water. The fact that we turn around is not good. There you go. Much better. Good. I don't mind that. Get back to the corner. Okay, this is a lack of respect here. So here, the reason that we were able to play out here was because we had a numbers advantage, right? Their Thor was dead, and we had a support ult. So they couldn't stop us from entering their space, because the same thing goes the other way, because they couldn't kill us, so we could walk forward. But because you're playing Mag, you have to have a really good sense of like where your cover is and where you can't go. Once again, we ignore the line, and now we're caught out. Here you have to know, like, I need to get back because this is no longer defensible. So where is the cover? We have cover here a little bit. We have cover... Let me back up even more, actually. Got it from, like, here. We have a little bit of cover from the payload. We have a little bit of cover here. We have a little bit of cover here. None of these are super defensible. We have some good cover here, good cover here, good cover back here. Okay? So you need to understand that your support ult is gone and back up to one of these covers. I think here would probably be your best bet. You could even go so far as to going like all the way back. I wouldn't mind that because this is no longer defensible. But because we like take this angle to the side, we slow roll our way back, we're putting our team at a huge disadvantage already. And they're taking advantage of it. Now that they have a storm ult, and then we still don't recognize that and we scoot forward. Now we've like self-isolated and now they can just easily clean it up. So understanding the momentum of the game, where a spot is actually defensible, is going to go so far, especially as a Magneto player, because if you understand that and you stand at the right spot, supports love having a Magneto standing at the right spot because they can just be brain dead and stand behind them. And so I promise you it'll go so far.
It's now or never. Stop them. Better stop that vehicle.
Much better. Ah, here they are now. Someone scratch my back. Those fingers don't grow on trees, you know.
Don't give them another chance.
So one of the things that you can do, you did mention that like you're talking about ult usage if you can't directly counter another ult because of like shields or something. Something that you can do is you can actually use it early. Okay. So what do I mean by that? It's like you ult to kill the cloak, right? And I forget how much charge you have. I'm sorry, I don't know the exact number. If somebody can jump in and chat, tell me the exact number you need to kill a cloak. Most people, most Magnetos will wait until the last one, right? Which is exactly what you did. You wait until the last one. Really good Magnetos, especially with the recent buff that makes it go faster, is they'll throw it here. They'll do it on the second or the third one, and they'll go quick. Because look at when the Magneto bubbles, right? Look at when your enemy Magneto bubbles. Waits. He doesn't have a bubble. No bubble. He bubbles right here. He waits until the last possible second. So if you do it early, that's a way to counter the shields as well. It's difficult, and it's more likely to miss, but that's the thing that better players are going to do. Because they're not going to miss. They're going to hit the shot. This is also just a really tough spot for Magneto. What Magnetos really want is they want to play poke, and they want everything to be slow, and they want like your front line, their front line, your back line, their back line, and they want everybody to like slowly shoot. What this enemy team wants, because they have a Reed and they have a Thor and they have a Storm, is they want to just bulldoze you. This is like the toughest spot for Magnetos, is to play into a brawl like bulldoze comp. So how do you slow this down? You have to start shooting at the backline, and you have to start making aggressive plays, because shooting at these people is just not going to work. They don't have to respect a Magneto. They can just walk forward. I think we also have to pay attention to like how we're splitting our damage, especially in a team comp. So you can shoot the Reed, and then you shoot the Magneto, and then you shoot the Thor, and that's splitting your damage up between 3 of the tankiest people in the game. If you take all of that damage and only shoot one of them, you're going to force one of them back. If you force one of them back, then your backline only has 2 people on them instead of 3. And that is how you do it. You pick one that is the easiest to bully, and you bully them. You could also do that to the Storm. You could also do that to these people. But definitely don't split it up. Hero is also making an excellent point in chat, so make sure to read chat. They have a lot of good tips. All right, let's see how we do on attack. Attack's a bit more straightforward. The Groot now. Once again, we're just kind of splitting our damage. We're not being very intentional with it. Here, what I think is going through your brain is like, I'm doing damage to the front line. I'm getting hit markers. What it needs to be is, I'm bullying their Magneto. I'm making his health bar go down intentionally, right? The C&D got bubbled by the enemy mag. So see, look at the example that I'm giving just from the enemy's perspective, right? They pick you and look at your health bar. Everybody else on the other, like your health bar goes down to half, and so you have to respect it, use your bubble, use your curtain, and get out. You can do that to other people as well. So don't split your damage. Pick one and stick with them. Okay, I like the idea. It looks like now we're trying to be intentional and get to the back line. I don't mind that. So let's talk about taking space using our cooldowns, okay? I've only really seen you use your cooldowns defensively, which I think you have done a good job of. But if we look here, where's our cover, right? We have hard cover here and here, okay? So in order to make this treacherous path worth taking, you can use your cooldowns. So what you want to do as Magneto is make sure you have full health and full cooldowns, get to a spot, And then you can use your curtain or your bubble to walk forward while you're doing damage and get to the next piece of cover. This is really difficult. You have to hit your shots. You have to time it well, and you have to trust your team. But that's how you push forward. It's difficult, though. But be careful while you're doing it. But just playing this spam game, you're just going to get out spammed. Okay, now they're being aggressive. Something else you can do that we didn't talk about is if you have... So last game it was Thor and Reed. This game it's just Reed, right? If you have a Reed that's being super aggressive and you know that shooting him doesn't really work, the other thing you can do as like Magneto and Strange is you could take the Groot approach and you can stand in front of them and body block the heals, right? So you can stand right here. If you stand right here, now if this cloak wants to heal them, she has to get a different angle. And then you can use your shield, or you can use your curtain, or you can use your bubble. You see Hulks do this a lot. They'll jump behind somebody, they'll stand this way, and they'll use their body to body block them. And then if this Reed wants to get out, he can't because he's being body blocked. And that will slow them down as well. I think you actually unintentionally do it right there. Yeah, so look here. Now you're body blocking the line of sight. And now his health bar actually starts going down because you're body blocking it. And you actually get the kill. I don't think it was intentional, but that's great. It's so good to do that. Just body block. Be like, all right. Hey, I don't mind this. You got access. Let's go. Make a play. Nice. I love it. We respect our health bar. We get back out. Good. Go in. Get a kill. Don't kill the squishies. Kill the squishies. All right. So let's break down different sections of the game, okay? So right here, we have a support ult. We're not killable, so we can take space. So it's time to walk forward, right? Because we're not going to die. Now we're walking forward. We're not close to an ult, and we need to kill the people who are easy to kill. So right here, I'd be shooting at them. Now that something else happens, now they have a support ult, right? So now we don't have our ult. We're probably not going to get a kill unless everybody on your team focuses the invis, which at this rank probably isn't going to happen. So what should you do instead? Now you should actually switch to shooting tanks, okay? Because you're not going to kill anybody anyway, so you might as well just switch to tanks who are easy to get damage on and get to 100% ult, hopefully in time to kill this cloak. That's the line of thought as things should be changing. Now our support ult's coming to an end. Bubble, I like the idea. Also, I really like this. This is something that I have to tell Magneto mains to do. Most Magneto mains, when they hear this, they're going to start looking up at the Magneto. But you actually look for who they're looking at. Great stuff. Unfortunately, we don't find it. Happens. Chaos in the moment. Don't worry about it. You already have the good mindset. So good stuff. Unfortunate. Okay, they still have cloak ult, and you're at 95, so hopefully you can get your ult real quickly, get a little bit of poke damage. Using cover. This is Diamond 3. I don't like how much damage we're taking. So it is really important to like stay by the wall and minimize the damage that you take. If you take so much damage, you're giving these people ult charge, okay? So just be careful. It's really easy as Magneto to like soak up that damage and like be the wall of the team. You want to take as little damage as you possibly can for the most part. There's a couple of situations where you want to take extra damage to give your supports ult charge, but don't worry about that for now. Uh-oh. That's really unfortunate. Yeah. So I think your idea here was like, I'm going to use my ult to save myself since I'm probably not going to kill the cloak anyway. I don't like that line of thought. I think you should still try to kill this cloak, even though the mag bubbled him last time. And the much better idea here is I'm going to force the mag to use bubble early. The way that you force a mag to use bubble early is you pick a squishy and you bully them until they use their fade and they use their cooldowns, and the mag is forced to use the bubble early. Then when they ult, they don't have mag bubble, right? That's a much better line of thought to me, because that gives you agency, right? It gives you the opportunity to like be aggressive, make a play, and force the enemy to be reactive versus, well, it's probably not going to work, so I'm going to be reactive and try to use it. Like, it gives you agency back. So here would have been much better to actually just turn around. What do we use our bubble on? I actually missed that.
Much better. You shall not.
I mean, I understand it, but your Namor shouldn't have been playing there anyway. So when you're playing mag, your bubble is basically, this is something Flats always says, it's you picking somebody on your team and you're saying you're not going to die. That's what it is. And especially now that it's 15 seconds. You can only do that once every 15 seconds. So you picked Namor, and then later you weren't able to pick a support because you didn't have bubble. So the better thing to do would be like, all right, Namor, if you want to play out there, you're going to take that damage. Is what it is, homie. Don't play out there. And then you're also, especially if you do that at the beginning of a game, if you let a DPS die, most of the time they're not going to stand there. But if you give them a bubble, they're more likely to stand there. Okay? So because we shirk our duty, we let Namor live. I think the bubble probably would have saved you. And then we could have turned around instead of ulted and then saved our invis here, right? Which then we would have had a support ult on top of it, right? So that's actually, that little, those like two decisions that we made, like that mindset of being defensive with our ult instead of being aggressive and choosing the wrong person to live, that is a completely fight altering mindset, right? If you change that, which is great because all you have to do is think a little bit differently. And now this fight, now you have a huge chance to win this. You have an invis support ult. She's still alive. You have a cloak that you could be killing right here. And I wonder, does the mag even have his bubble? He didn't even have his bubble. He had already used it. So like completely fight changing. The next thing that I've seen that when you're ulting, the best thing you can do is you don't want to Kobe it. You know, you don't want to have a 3-pointer. You want to get up in somebody's face. Mag is incredibly hard to kill while he's ulting because he sucks in all the projectiles, right? I think a lot of people forget that. So while you're up here, you want to basically, and this works for like everybody, right? If Punisher's ulting, if Starler's ulting, if Cloak and Dagger's ulting, Invis, anybody that you're trying to kill with your ult and also suck up projectiles, you want to be in their face. You want to get on top of them and just like drop it on their head. So in order to do that, you have to pick your target first. So like imagine there's a Punisher here. You hear the voice line. You don't just want to ult immediately. You want to look, find the Punisher, then ult while you're staring at him, right? Same thing with Cloak. It's like, I see Cloak. She's over there. I'm going to ult and I'm going to fly directly at this character. I'm going to fly directly at her and drop it on her head. It's going to increase your accuracy by like a ton.
Mutants always rise again. Much better.
Only 60 seconds left.
All right, who did we pick to live? enough. I don't mind that. But just know, we got 15 seconds where we can't save somebody. Oh, kill the squirrel. Oh, almost. Nice. Almost. Oh, now you're doing the bad thing. You want to find the person that they're trying to kill, right? You have a supportal going off. Find the supportal. I think you actually get lucky. To stop it? You do. Nice. Oh. Nice. Get the kill. Get the kill. Oh, this is so unfortunate. Is that it? Okay. So you have a lot of good instincts. We went over a lot of overarching concepts of like tank, how tank works, space, and things like that. The last thing I want to mention is I want to go and show you the practice range. You may or may not already know this, so if you do, feel free to skip ahead. But this is a great way, and it's so necessary as Magneto. So you can either go here through the portal or down to here. All the way down to here. And then I'll pick Mag just to show you. And then you want to set it like this. So hit a save thing. I usually do Luna Snow. Magneto. I usually do Luna Snow because she's very popular. She's very fast. She can jump high. Great target. Do random, short range. Make sure to turn this on. I usually do random, not advanced combat, because with advanced combat, you get frozen all the time. Do super fast. Do 3 of them. And do it for 2 minutes. So I would do this at least twice before each of your ranked sessions, right? So if you're getting down on a Saturday and you're like, all right, I'm about to play ranked, do this at least twice before that, okay?
5,
you do this,
3,
and while you do it, I would do 1 at long range, right? So we have 2 minutes at long range like this. And then just pick 1 Luna Snow and stick with that 1, okay? And you can see I don't really play much mag, so my aim is going to be terrible. And if you do this, I promise you, you're going to get so much more value per game. And then I don't recommend turning on no ability cooldown because timing your reloads is really important as mag anyway. So for the first one, do it at this range. For the second one, do it at this range because you do fight in this range a lot as Magneto. A lot more than people give you, than people normally suggest. And if you can get really consistent at this, you're going to get so much more value. So this is how the practice range works. Do this often. I promise you it's going to help a ton. So yeah, that's how the practice range works. There's a ton of tips in here. Make sure to read chat. Churro gives a lot of good Magneto tips. People always have good stuff in chat. So anyway, I hope this helps. Take care. God bless. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye. All right. Do all tanks have a moment where they get very brawly? Absolutely. Just because this game just happens to work that way. Like, this game tends to break down into a brawl. Like, even dive tanks, like, if you look at how dive works in a game like Overwatch, it's very different than this. Because this is more of, like, half dive, half brawl. And then, like, that's just how it works for most characters. The exception of, like, BP. Even Spider-Man, like, starts to brawl every once in a while. So, absolutely. Okay. What do we call this one? Dive in this game is very close range. Yeah. And, like, people just live longer. Like, the sustain is much higher, so you kind of have to. Was Diamond Mag review? Need a title for it. Mag concepts. Great. That'll work. Is Dive in Overwatch more like Star-Lord? Yeah, I mean, kind of. It's just... The best way I can explain it is more like just the engagement times is much shorter. Dive in Overwatch, you spend a lot more time like setting up your dive, using cover, like hiding, and then you show up, try to do something, and then dip. It's more like, I would say like BP-esque, where BP like runs around, sets up his dive, shows up, tries to get a kill, and then gets out. Like pretty much all the dive characters that I can think of are like that, right? Like think like old Doomfist, right? Old Doomfist would like jump up crazy high, ride a wall, like disappear, and then just like drop down on a support, punch them in the wall, kill them, uppercut, and then leave. Like that's like a perfect example. Whereas like look at dive in this game, it's like you Captain America like shows up, beats on a support for like 10 minutes, and then jumps out through the main, gets healed, and then goes back in. It's just like, it's kind of goofy when you think about it. All right, what should we do? Oh. Let's see. Do we have any more VOD reviews? I don't think we do. Everybody's playing, excuse me. I think everybody's playing the, what's it called, stuff. What do you guys want to do? Anybody have any idea? Like, we can do another VOD review. Are we down? I think, let me try this one. This is a Silver 3 VOD review. Oh, it's quick match. I'm not going to do a quick match VOD review. Man. Want to do Blood Hunt? Probably not, to be honest. He deleted that one. Bronze 1. I was thinking maybe I'll just go play some ranked. We can either do ranked or... I kind of want to do ranked, but I do need to put out content. Well, maybe we'll just do ranked for a little bit. See how it goes. Yeah, we're going to play some ranked. We'll do a quick match to warm up. Open folder. We have new music. There we go. I think we're just gonna... I'm gonna play some ranked for a little bit and see how the games go. I have been enjoying my ranked game. I've been wanting to at least hit Celestial this season, which I'm almost there, so. have to play enough games to actually do it, you know? I don't know if it, Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, no. If you guys are in this, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to play quick play and then... Oh. It's quick play? Okay. Alright, I'm down. Second. Ready for a Discord ping. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh,
Guess what I'm going to play?
A Widow? Black Cat?
I would die if I played Black Cat.
I've
Black
been seeing
Cat it
quite a
is.
few. You gonna play?
Why do you hate me?
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Science solves problems.
Does anybody know how many hours it takes to get an animated character?
It's like
not
over
off the top of my-
200. It's like 250, I think.
Doesn't it depend on the character as well?
Yeah, it does depend.
I think I'm at 120 on Hulk, I think.
What?
I'm
I guess you
close.
could check after. I was gonna ask what level at Hulk you're at.
47?
Oh, so you're pretty close, yeah. You'll be there soon.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Imagine having 150 hours on Iron Fist. A lot.
Oh, I forgot I'm the female recipient for Black Cat. I thought I was giving Jake something cool.
You're welcome.
The battle starts.
I think I'm just going to spam Manto Fish and make everyone miserable.
Is this a safe space, guys?
Help get that vehicle.
Why?
How do
For
I
who?
play? How do I play Healful? I have.
You want just upgrade your right click. That's basically it.
Okay.
Yeah, you
I'm
want,
not
you
doing
want,
so
a boom,
bad.
you want a boomerang.
And then Tom's gonna hate himself because he's gonna have to hear the question about the Lord icon over and over again.
There's a Deadpool behind you. Did you kill him? Nice.
Fine.
I got you, Tom. There you
Oh, Gambits never go where I think they're gonna go.
go. Penny behind, Penny on the point.
Why is the bunny there?
Oh, she's over there.
You guys said to just upgrade my pistols.
No, right click.
Oh.
The right click, the boomerang, the boomerang.
Oh. Maybe next time.
You're fine. But, like, that's your best ranged healing output, is the right click.
Oh, got it.
Well, this is a game.
I feel like
Oh.
a bad
What are
person.
we
Two people
doing?
left.
I feel like a bad person every time I use the White Fox card.
Vehicle reached
You should.
It's so gross.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah. For good reason.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, 3 people left.
Oh.
Got 3 on card.
Ay, ay, ay. Stop
Don't leave the
wasting
comment.
Tim. Who's Tim?
What?
Why don't we want to waste him? Tim's chill. Ooh. Sorry, I was DPSing. Sorry.
I was also
Oh,
bad.
Oh shit.
They have a Lord
Goodbye.
Widow now. It's all over.
Sorry guys, I keep forgetting I'm a heal. I'm healing.
We do have a passenger princess just standing on cart, by the way.
That's okay. He decided he made enough value.
I
Nothing
might have
better
like. I might
Nothing
have
better
like
than a
less
passenger
than.
princess on the fist.
I've been eaten
There's
for
one person. If there's one person we want standing on cart doing nothing, it's Iron.
Animated Lord, by the way. Got Luna on the right.
Robot.
Atlanta.
Churro.
What's up? Hey, you have
Just
to under-
waiting for you.
you have to understand I can't hear anything.
You literally walk past me, Churro.
Oh.
You don't even have an excuse.
Jeez. I exploded.
I am ready to put on a show.
Okay.
A thousand gods!
Luna no freeze.
So my only burst heal is my E.
Your E and your pistols, and then you can heal like close range in an AoE with your E,
With the katana.
and like by diving with your katanas. Yeah, those are two
Okay.
ways that you can AoE heal your targeted heals, your guns, and your boomerang.
Okay. I think I get it. I can't really hear you too well.
That's
Wait, let's turn you up. Jake! Whoa. Oh my gosh.
I don't know what
Ugh.
was
120 hours on magic and I hit
Sorry,
champ.
Lizzie.
How close
I
are
thought
you?
the Psylocke was called
I'm-
Daku.
I'm like
Busy wondering on the
47
side.
or 48.
Did you win?
Yeah. Well,
Awesome.
our tanks may have bailed me out, but I had her at 1 HP. I think I would have won anyway.
Oh.
Oh, I love doing that to Namor. Luna on point. No freeze.
Your powers are mine!
He went Hulk. Oh, Loki copied me, and then he copied me, and then he didn't turn into Hulk. He just died as Bruce.
That had to have been on accident.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oops.
I have a mid damage.
Are you playing another one, Club?
I think I'm gonna jump over to ranked.
Okay.
That's
Thank
fair.
you for the warm up. Good luck, everybody. If you keep going.
You too.
Oh,
You
you
too.
too. Bye.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
All right. Let's get it. Go. I think it's probably a stat farming thing then, because I bet I hit champ maybe around 100 hours. Interesting. They said it's different for each character too, right? Like, what do you even do? Let's see. Yeah, I'm 47. Hero usage music 15 minutes. Block 42,000 damage. That's a lot. Reach 22 KOs. That's a lot. What is it for other characters? Just look at magic. Time, deal damage, and land finals. What about Cap? Let's look at Emma. Block 42,000 damage, reach 29 KOs. Yeah, see, like that's so much harder on a character like Emma than a character like Strange or Mag. Yeah, and like I don't block a lot of damage on Hulk. At least I don't think. Like, if we look at quick match, damage block like 17. That doesn't seem very high. They didn't have a tank, so I don't have much to compare to. This one. Look at this one. No, let's look at this one. I mean, I guess I do block a lot. It seems like a lot, right? Hey, look at that one, like 45. I don't know. Weird. I think Magic's being finals carries me. That makes sense. They're just like don't have a maybe statistics. All seasons, all modes. Yeah, I'm at almost 120 hours. Win rate's great. Takes so long. Animated. People vacuuming June bugs in Boo's neighborhood. So when I was in middle school, our school got completely overrun. In Boo's crazy. Got completely overrun by these like June bugs. I think they were June bugs. They were something like literally for the whole year. They were like covering the walls. It was disgusting. So if it was anything like that, then I can see it. That's so goofy. Yo. So, Bruce, I'm obviously the closest to. What level am I on, Emma? 31. Cap? 22. What about Thing? Thing, I'm only 25. I guess it'll be Emma next. I could keep going for Lord on Angela. Just regular Lord. Alright, let's go. Just got the balls to remap my melee to another button besides primary. Nice! It's actually so good to have both. Cat makes my hands hurt? Yeah. So when I played Smash on a GameCube controller, I had to like use a different controller because I would destroy my hands. I'd press it so fast. So like going to Cap was like a huge step down. It's still a lot. Still a lot, don't get me wrong. But like, man. It's different. What would you use on Smash? I got a Smash box. Ray-Ban clothes. Got one of these. With the buttons and all that stuff. I had to. I literally couldn't play anymore. They're tough though. Like, really do be hitting different. I remember like, I was like pretty decent, you know, playing with my friends and whatnot. And then I got that and I like couldn't even stay alive. Like I couldn't stay on the map. I couldn't move around. I couldn't do anything. It took like 2 months of like solid practice just to not even get to where I was, but just to be able to like do normal things. It was tough to completely relearn everything.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Did you get like carpal tunnel? Yeah, probably. Like it was. So this part of my hands, like down here, really hurt. I would like over grip here, and then like on both sides of my hands. It was just awful, and like it was affecting other things. So I'd go to like work on stuff in my garage, like try to build things, and like my hands would just hurt all day. Numbing feeling? I think so, yeah. But I mean, after I switched the controllers and did stuff like that, it pretty much went away for the most part.
When we're done here, you're welcome to join us back at the Baxter Building.
Thanks for the offer.
You've already saved so many.
But yeah, don't let it get there. I try not to use a controller anymore for anything because it's so much worse than you. But I had to adjust how I use a mouse too, because I had that same problem. I would like grip the mouse bad.
All you need to do is capture the mission area.
So now I have to like put my pinky out and remember to like rest it. I don't even know if that makes sense. Or where's the enemy team? Nice. How's it start out? I'm a drummer, so you gotta watch that stuff too. Oh yeah, yeah. One of my friends who played Melee, who like taught me a lot, he was also a drummer, and he had to do a lot of stretches as well. Holy! I'm dead. Is this wall breakable? It's not? That's crazy. Ish. Oh, I almost got him. Now, whenever I think of like a drummer in hand pain, all I can think of is Whiplash. A movie. Bro, that mag is lagging. I've been playing, especially when it gets intense. I constantly remind myself that holding tighter doesn't make me play better. Yeah. Releasing tension frees up movement eventually. Yeah. What do you mean by like Looney Tunes? What does that mean? I don't understand. Punisher? No, I'm an idiot. No. Oh, I didn't even think about that. I have not fought an Angel on this map yet. My goose egg!
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Bro, what? The invis ulted in spawn. Okay. Bro, she's throwing! Why is there invis throwing? No! See if I can get the Spidey. Oh, almost. Can't believe I didn't get that. That sucks. Got him that time. Woo. Get out. Time to get out. That Spidey has ult. Hey, yay. No one plays drums like that. It's entertaining, but playing it till you bleed is so wrong in so many ways. Yeah, definitely. I'm sure it's like exaggerated to show effect, but I know my mom used to, or she was in a symphony, like a huge orchestra, and like they took that stuff so seriously that like it was brutal. Oh, what a game. Like, I went to jazz school. Everything is exaggerated. Even if you went to Juilliard, it would not be anything like that. Teacher would lose his job so fast. Yeah, probably. Supposedly, that's how it used to be. But who knows? Fun movie, though. People used to do stuff differently. I definitely think there was more tough love and less sugarcoating. Absolutely. I think part of that we need to bring back for sure. Like, I'm not a teacher. I'm trying to coach a little bit and I'm trying to help. But if I tell people, if I like tiptoe and I tell you like, yeah, you're actually playing fine when you're not going to get better. And I think it's not good. It's something that like really bothers me. I don't have to be mean, but I have to tell people like, yeah, this is not good. Quite silly. Ah! Woo-wee. Yeah, this is a game. Teachers are scared to lose their jobs. Yeah. I also don't get paid much. Yeah, the whole system. I could go on a long tangent about that system. It's also funny because everybody in my family is a teacher. Dad, mom, brother, wife, they're all teachers except me. I guess, yeah. I mean, this is a silly game. Oh, dude, almost.
Someone clip this!
Sure, I'll take a shield.
Why am I chasing an Angelo? This is not good for my team.
Dinner time, love! They're sneaking in from behind.
Doing a whole lot of nothing. I got a kill. I try to be educational when I play, so I provide like some value outside of just the gameplay, but this game is just goofy, so I don't even know if there's much to be learned. I ran into a top ranked cap and whole player in another chat. He was trying. Haste. I really need to get better at cap. It's hard. Trying to teach me how to b-hop? Dude, b-hopping is so fun. I can teach you the concept, but since it's different on controller, I'm not sure how much it'll translate.
Hey, Dad! Someone clip this! Jury, executioner!
Where did that? There he is.
The final 10 seconds. Keep fighting until you have a winner. Triple KO.
Ah, living. Living? Okay, hang on. Got intense for a second there. Ah, the read! Let's go! Finally got her. Jeez.
Shot to the sun. Final
Ugh.
3, 2.
I just wasn't getting it, so I'd be down for a cup explanation. I can explain it. I'm really good at reading chat while playing. I'm trying. It's a skill that I need to get better at for sure.
Win.
Nice. Easy win. Halfway to Celestial again. Yay. Here, I'll do a little explanation while we're searching. So, I don't know what you can rebind it to here, but for controller or for PC, I use mouse wheel down. So you rebind jump to mouse wheel down. And the best way to do it is like just a regular b-hop. You just press the jump button right when you're about to hit the ground. And whenever you're learning a tech like this, the best thing to do is exaggerate it one way or the other, right? So if it's not working, try pressing it like really early. And it's like, okay, if that's not working, that's probably too early. Then try pressing it really late, right? And then you just kind of pendulum it back and forth until you find the right timing. So I don't even know if I could do it by pressing spacebar. So again, it's like controller specific. It's really easy for me to do with the scroll wheel. But that's the easy concept when it's on the floor. The harder one is basically this concept. So if you're holding the jump bar, when you hit the wall, you grab the wall, right? That's how you hold. And so in order to b-hop, you have to be pressing the jump button when you touch the wall, but you want to let go instantly. So it gives you that like release animation. And the easiest way to do that is to actually tilt your camera. Okay? So you have to not only time it well to where right when you touch the wall, you press and let go of the jump button, which is really easy with the mouse wheel because it just spins.
Pick me, please.
But you also want to look at your camera towards the wall, and then when you do the jump as you're touching the wall, you look away. So that's how you do that one, if that makes sense. Kind of hard to show you while I'm not in game. That's the explanation. And in Groot. Groot's like fine, I guess. Yeah, I know a lot of Hulks, like, they learn the floor B-hop, but not the wall B-hop. The wall B-hop is like infinitely more usable. Infinitely. I don't know why I'm choosing like the 2 hardest tanks. Fair enough. Yeah. I mean, it is nice to learn an easy tank to get the fundamentals down, because if you know the fundamentals, you can play all the tanks and then you can learn a hard tank. That's kind of how I do it. Like when I was playing Overwatch, I learned easy tanks and then I jumped to the hard one once I got the concept down. Went to Doomfist. I did the same thing here. I learned Thing, I learned Emma, and then I learned Hulk and Cap. A lot easier that way. Because then you don't have to learn the macro and the micro at the same time. You can learn the macro first, where the micro is easy. Then you take the micro and apply it to the macro. Does that make sense? That's at least how I think about it. I was hard-headed and just learned Cap first because I wanted to knife it, and I thought Cap was cooler than Venom. Fair enough. I mean, there's no like wrong way to do it. It will make it more difficult, but their own, man. I love the hard tanks too, so I'm right there with you. I like push button fast. I like do lots of things.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, they have a Magneto.
Stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Good for me. You come from melee, indeed. They're letting me get away with murder. What are they shooting at? Dead. Whee! Yeah, there's no reason for me to survive that. No! So much CC in that character. Where do you think you're going? You're not flanking my supports. No, 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 no. I never got to learn how to wave dash. I can teach you that as well if you want. It's actually way easier than people make it out to be. Bro, let me jump!
There's still a chance to stop them.
I can touch. That's as much as I got. Oh, look at me there! No! Yeah, it's just air dodging into the ground after a short hop, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And like the timing isn't that specific. I think people just don't understand how to learn tech like that. Like, there is a way to learn it, and it's exactly what I broke down. You just take everything to the extremes, and you just bounce back and forth until you get the right timing. Smarty at 60%. Crazy. And then it's also, like, part of playing Melee and getting good at a character like Cap or Hulk, or Spider-Man, Spider-Man's probably the best example, is you have to be the type of person that's okay with sitting in the practice range for a long time, not actually playing the game. Like, if you can't do that on Smash, sit there for a long time and just jump and then go into the ground, then you won't be able to learn it, you know? Because, like, that's just what it requires. Okay, this is getting old. I gotta rethink how I'm playing with against the Black Cat. This is the first Black Cat that's actually good. And it's really annoying me. I gotta shorten my engagements. Maggle? Surely? Ooh! Can't jump! Nice, there we go. Ah! Charm. I remember just grinding fast fall short hops on the range on Smash 4 and Ultimate, and I spent hours. Yeah, dude, I spent so long just doing stuff like that. Like, I remember watching, like, having a TV on the other side, and so I had a CRT, and then I had my computer on, and on my computer I was watching Malcolm in the Middle, and then I was just, like, sitting there, just practicing short hops, fast fall, aerials, L canceling and all that. Like, that's just what it requires. Come on, Phoenix. Ooh, she still kills our Loki? That's crazy. That's unfortunate. I'm just gonna get out. Dude, this Black Cat's insane. This is the first time I've been in a game that, like, ooh. I'm seeing the potential of the character. Every time I jump in, it's like that stupid spell field or whatever you want to call it. Earthbound. See? Every time I jump in. She knows what she's doing. I don't want to ult this. Every time. How many times can she do that in a row? Okay, now I want to ult. I missed my exo! There we go. That kills? Nice. Oh, get her!
I like that bit.
Yeah. Bubble! Bubble! Nice. I should save her. Good. I think Angela actually saved her. Died! Yay! Can't get. Ah! I need to help my Angela.
Holy shit. Holy.
Bro. Can I get Snowflake since I'm the one dying the most, please?
There we go. My brother was talking about the concept of aptitude in this game. So some people will grind on a character they want to play like.
Okay.
I just got solo ulted. Thank you for the Snowflake, brother.
Listen to people go so I can get them out.
No, dude, no! He's still alive. Got him. No, die! Thank you. Holy. No. So it made me wonder if I'm putting my time in a character I have the most aptitude for. I mean, it's one of those things that's like technically true, but you can change your aptitude. I firmly believe that you can learn new skills like that, even if you're not like most fit for it. You can change how that is. I can't believe we didn't get the point with all that I just did. That's crazy. Oh, that's insane.
The current score is 0-3. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
I'm actually pretty bummed we lost.
You'll need a top
I feel like I did so good. Like I kept the rocket from healing for so long, then killed him, then got I think 2 more kills on point with my ult.
What DPS do you play, Luna?
But also I don't believe in like. Oh, no worries. I don't believe in playing the character that you're best at. I believe in playing the character that you have most fun at. Because this is a game for fun at the end of the day. And like the more you play the character that you find fun, the better you're going to get at that character. So like for so long in Overwatch, I could have gotten so much more value if I just played like Ramattra or Zarya or Sigma, but I didn't enjoy those characters as much as Doomfist. And for so long, I had to put in so many hours into Doomfist to get the same amount of value if I would have just played Ramattra, and I would have been way better. But I would have had less fun, and I wouldn't have played as much. And eventually, I got good at Doomfist. So, like, that's just how I feel about things. And a lot of people do not agree with that. Just fine. Oh, the jump. Woo. Absolutely. It does, but you also have to accept the trade-off though. Like understand that it's not that simple. There is a trade-off. Cause like, yeah, if you spend your life trying to only do what you enjoy and what is fun, you're gonna be a lot more poor, at least for a long time. And as long as you accept that and you're okay with it, then that's fine.
That was a turbo. Sorry.
Was. Reset. characters.
Judge, jury, execute.
Why does that sound right next to me? That Matt got bullied! Oh my gosh, that was satisfying as heck. Person's good, and it's annoying. Yep.
Portal, portal.
So I do VOD reviews as they come in the Discord server that I have on the bottom with the VOD review request section.
Picnic under the world tree sounds nice. Who's up for a visit?
And we kind of finished all of them. A lot of people are more focused on the zombies mode. I guess, what is it called? Vampire mode right now.
Nice. Kept it really well.
Yeah, if you do exclamation point in Discord, there's a section in there, and then you'd be first in line. Just make sure you follow the rules.
Wall hacking is up there.
Where do you think you're going? Oh, this is a good time to ult. Dude, her melee form is brutal. I got the kill! Holy shit, that's crazy! No way I make it out of this. Ah, let's go! I cannot believe I got the kill on her in melee form. Oh. Oh, they went triple support. They went triple support. Let's go. Body block. Body block. Nope. 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 Ah! I'm dead.
Body gate, body gate.
Damn it, dude. The fact that we didn't get point after all that is embarrassing. Again. I gotta hit a good B-hop. Ah! Let's go!
Only 60 seconds left.
I have ult again.
Dodge him.
I have to. Ah! Dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Dead. Yep. Dead.
30 seconds.
Damn it, dude. Well, I'm not gonna lie, you're making crazy value and the team is not following up. It happens. I'm happy with how I'm playing, so I'm not gonna worry about it too much.
Teleport on there.
I got touch. I messed up my jump.
I'm gonna block out this bomb if I can do it.
No! I make it to the portal. Dead. Unfortunate. Yeah, I did make some crazy value. That's for dang sure. I was sad I lost it. It happens.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Insanity, dude. Insanity. I had some good plays there. Feels good when you're actually hitting your combos as a Hulk. What's my takeaway from that game? My takeaway is I need to play around Black Cat better, especially on the first round. Like I basically threw first and second points, because I didn't understand how that character worked, and I got caught out in the open like twice. And so my team is fighting 5v6. I think I played a lot better second round and on third point because I was actually playing around it, and I can understand now like what Black Cat does to me specifically as Hulk. So that would be my takeaway. One thing I learned from that game. Also, I'm getting more consistent with my ults again, which is really nice. Hulk look like a demon when you're landing everything. Yeah, he's easy to counter and really hard to play against his counters. But if you can do it, like you can get a lot of value. You can make a ton of space for your team. You can get kills. One of my favorite things about Hulk, especially before the support ult or just the global ult charge nerfs, was you could still do stuff when other tanks just have to like wait out the support ults. Like you can pick up a rocket and combo him out of his support ult and kill him, right? Like same with Mantis. You could pick up a Mantis and carry her away from her team so her team can still die. You can pick up a Cloak. Like you have so much agency as Hulk, which I really, really like. Like I don't feel the same way about Captain America and things like that. You can escape some crazy spots. Yeah, for sure. Tough though. Yeah, if you hit your B-hops. That one B-hop I hit, I was really happy. It's like I survived. Even though we lost. When it comes down to it, Hulk over Cap. For me personally. But that's because I'm not good with Cap. I forgot where it was, but like I needed to like get out here. Like my whole team died. It was on this point, I think. Probably like here. Maybe it was. Maybe it was before this. No, this was it, I think. Because I end up over here. Yeah, this. I was really happy about this B-hop. Like, that's crazy. Oh, what a good B-hop. For rank, when I submit a request, is it peak rank, current rank, or rank of the game? Usually rank of the game. It's not like a firm thing. It's just nice for the thumbnail of the YouTube videos to have the thing in there. All right, let's go.
Which hero do you think you want to be today?
Science solves problems.
Now, who am I gonna banish from this match?
Still sad about it. Gotta let the old games go. Don't be sad anymore. Come on, wake up! We probably won't see the magic much.
Ooh, pick me, please.
But maybe. Sometimes I get to play with the magic. Bro, so many people have animated Lord Magics. I see them all the time now. Like, I didn't realize how popular Magic was. Or maybe it's just that when you do see a Magic player, they only play Magic. And so they have it. It's like self-selecting in that way. Bro, I'm thinking about banning White Fox. Why is that? I feel like Magic should be 100% following up with you. Just because Magic, like, has a different tempo than Hulk. Hulk is, like, all over the place all the time. And so, like, sometimes we'll, like, cross paths, but most of the time I'm just too in and out. Yeah. Pretty much. How are the games going? I'm playing pretty well. Went on a 6-game streak yesterday. Oh, nice. Then lost 4. Oh, that sucks. You gotta know when to stop.
Get ready.
I feel the same with Venom. I just can't keep up half the time unless I hard commit with ult or something. Yeah, Venom is a lot slower than Hulk. Hulk is one of the fastest in the game, for sure.
Sure, I may be young, but that won't stop me from saving the world. The battle starts in 5, 4, 3.
Hulk can be very fast. It makes me sad when people don't play him like that, though.
What am I? Invisible?
Might die here. Got him, got him, got him. Is that a Jeff? Damn it! BP. I hate Jeff! I hate Jeff so much. Yes! He's dead! I can ult if I had it. Yeah, nope. Hey. Magic. What? Bro, I hit her through the wall! I didn't know you could do that.
Vehicle reached the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Wasted my ult. Can't get anything done. Ah! Actually, I did worse than that. I guided my team to their death. Oops. That's not good. I'm at my rank up again. Oh, it's just another game, Lord. You got it. I believe in you. Just play it like any other game. Oh! That's what happens when I try to play slow. Haha. I should make it back.
And you shut up or no?
I can't go main. I'm taking way too much damage. Iron Man has ult. Careful. That should kill him. Oh, he's flying low.
No worries. I've got your back.
Got him. There we go. Or one. Or one. Another bad ult by me. Nice, there we go. Oh.
I can be reckless now. A nice deep freeze.
Iron Man up top. I can't make it. I warned her! I warned her! Iron Man's good. He's flying in the right way.
A nice deep freeze.
Behold the god of thunder! No smashing us down!
Nice, okay. My old spawn. Alright, bet.
The current score is
Ah!
3-2.
Every time I rank up to Diamond 1, I go on a 6-game loss streak.
Things up.
That either means that you have mistakes that once you get high enough, people are exploiting,
Team to win.
or it's a mental thing. Woo-wee.
Round 2.
What a B-hop.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
And then I mess a regular jump. Oops.
Hulk doesn't like spiders, especially big shiny ones. Hulk wishes the tiny human inside of Hulk had this much attitude.
Keep an eye on this. The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
4%. 4%. A Luna over there.
I
Is there a Luna over there? That's a squirrel girl. I'm dead. Ah! Yo, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yo, somebody's flanking. Careful, behind. Nice. I'm dead. Ah! Squirrel and high GM. Yep, people do it. Does she ever go away? Nope. Somebody will make Squirrel Girl work and one above all. That's just how it goes in games of, like, high skill. Bro, in Melee, people can win with Pichu. Oh, that Moon Knight got popped! Oh, let's go. And it's the most hyped thing. Yeah, are you seeing what's going on with Luigi right now in Melee? What is that guy's name? Rap Monster? Dude, it's crazy. Umsa is the GOAT. I really like Umsa. Oh, don't!
I am ready to put on a show.
So he's like a new kid, and he's beating all of the top players and winning majors with Luigi. Like, he's beating Zayn and everybody else with Luigi. Like, doing it with the character that people thought was bad and just showing up and beating everybody. It's insane. It's like Omsa 2.0. Okay, get out. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, legit winning. That mag is terrible. Already blocked. Nice. What a game. Do you think it's Luigi being viable or the top players just being cheesed by this kid? Definitely not being cheesed. I think the kid's just insane. I think Luigi was probably an underappreciated character. And then I think the kid's just amazing. I don't think if Luigi was in anybody else's hands, like, they would have done it. One of the first tournaments I ever watched, like, live, like, obviously I wasn't there, but I watched as the tournament was happening, was the Big House 5. And Luigi had an insane run. It was a bait playing it, and it was, like, awesome. It was so sick to watch. What a game. All right, is there a new VOD review? All right, let's do a VOD review. Tank assistance, you got it. See what we got. I kind of left the Melee news cycle because it got really, really toxic. Really toxic. Let's see. Not really sure the situation, how to have more value on tank. I played Mag and Thor, but I wanted to know more about what I could do to win this game. Let's skip until you're playing a tank. Is this the right VOD? Am I on the right person? Okay, here we go. Now we're on Thor. Right here. Okay. Yeah, it got really political really bad. I did not like it. Also, just wasn't playing much, so. Okay. Skip ahead until we actually have a live, and then we can start the YouTube video and get her done. Alright, here we go. Alright, hello everybody, welcome back. We have another tank VOD review. This is GM, I believe they say Mag and Thor. Said, not really sure in this situation how to have more value on tank. I played Mag and Thor, but wanted to know more about what I could do to win this game. My aim was pretty off this game, but I felt like it didn't make a major decision-making mistakes on tank to lose the game. Alright, so this is going to be a bit weird, as per usual, whenever there's a game where we have to skip ahead. So if you'll notice, like, we already went a decent amount because they weren't playing tank, so we're just going to focus on tank.
This is real firepower.
You rock it. Yeah. So let's see. Let's see what we can learn. Okay, nice. Their Iron Fist is terrible. That's good to know. Alright. I don't mind that. We clear off the high ground. Good job. Okay, nice attempt at a dodge. I don't mind it. Okay, we're down 2. Time to get out. Down 3. Yep, happens. I think you played fine. This I don't like. So Thor is one of those characters where you can get out sometimes. So it can be kind of tricky to know, like, oh, I can't get out this time. But this is one of those times where it's, like, very unlikely. The second you got Earthbound here, it's like, I'm just going to die as quick as possible. So I don't like that we tried to live. Because you are extending your life, which means you're extending how long you're staggered. So try to avoid that. Small mistake. Happens. Great. The one thing I want to point out is this Elsa has been pretty squirrely. This is the second time now. So hopefully we're adjusting, because you don't want to use too many you don't want to use more cooldowns than you need to accomplish whatever your objective is. So your objective up here is to get this Elsa off, right? If she stays here, you're going to kill her, obviously. But Elsa is, like, extremely mobile. So especially if you're playing a character like Thor, I would try to do the minimum possible to clear her off and make her use her dash and then keep going, because then you can use your Thor Force on other things. Like, it really doesn't do much up here. Okay, we're playing Peel Thor. That's fine. They have a support ult going off, and Luna still dies. Gotcha. So far, it seems like we're very distracted. We're trying to, like, we're trying to find value, but we're not finding it. So something we can learn from this is, who is Thor good against as a peeling person? What I'm trying to say is, Thor has a certain set of skills that he can do, right? He can peel, but it only works against, like, some characters, right? Like, you're not really going to be effective peeling a BP or a Spider-Man because he just doesn't have the tools to deal with it. Versus, like, he's really good at peeling a Hulk, a Captain America, an Angela, right? And so part of what you can do is when you are in a fight like this and you spent most of the time like trying to peel and keep people off your supports, but your supports died anyway against like a tank pool, right? Maybe we write down tank pool as like a question mark and be like, okay, maybe I didn't peel correctly, or maybe Thor just isn't good at peeling against a tank pool, which I think tank pool is just not a character that Thor can peel against. So if this is happening, just don't even try to peel and go try to take out their supports or like find something else. Yeah. Okay, time to get out. Yep. Here, Luna's back, but we're still staggered, so I don't want to full commit here. Okay. Good use of cover. Got to get out when you needed to. Can't really bully Thing. Elsa's also not really a character that you can full peel for. What you want to do is do what you did earlier and just shoo her off of the positions that she's really dangerous in. So like on high ground, close range, off angles, things like that. Just try to get her out of those areas. And then here, it seems like our team is really falling apart. Everybody's constantly staggered. So in a situation like this, as a tank, you want to give your team an anchor. Not necessarily an anchor tank, not necessarily a main tank. You just want to give them a spot to stand in that's safe. Sometimes what's required to do that is to actually stand and spawn. Like if you stand up here, your team will stop with you and they'll find a safe spot. Then you can attack with strength. But since we're kind of like always out here, we're kind of always staggered. That's unfortunate. The next thing is when you're playing a highly mobile tank, so think like Hulk, Captain America, Thor can kind of fit into that scenario. You basically always want to know where Thing is and try to avoid it. Okay, so like, so you have like this whole area of the map to move around, right? You have left, you have main, and you have right. If Thing is playing, let's say like here, you should be here. You want to like mirror him, okay? If Thing is playing here, you want to be over here, right? And you want, if he moves across, you move the other way. You always need to keep in mind like where Thing is because he can just kill you instantly. Not directly, but like get you killed. Now we're going for a portal. We have our ult. We have 4 people here. We have high ground. Nice. A little bit lost. You kind of have to. So in a situation like this, we have to look at like where we're going to get maximum value. Like, you see a bunch of people here, and I'm assuming that your logic here is like, that's too many people, right? I'd be fighting 1v3, which is technically true, but you don't really have many other options right now, right? Because you dropped early, so you could touch point. So even if that's true, you don't want to be fighting a Thing 1v1, pretty much ever. It's just a losing fight for Thor. So here, what I would recommend is since you have your ult, it's time for like a kamikaze play. Like we have no time left. You have your ult. Let's just force something. We don't want to be reactive. We want to be proactive. So here I would jump down, target the first support that I see, and then drop your E on them and ult. And you're either going to force them to ult in a situation that they didn't want, or you're going to kill them, or you're going to force them out of position, or you're going to make the Thing peel to you. Like you're going to force the enemy team to make decisions. Instead, here we kind of drop down and we're playing a little more reactive. We're playing like slow, and then things happen to us, and now we have to react to them. We have a Thing in our face. Now we try to like get him off. Now they have an ult here. Now we ult and react because we're about to die, so we might as well try, and it's too late. All right. So let's see how we do on defense. Now we're playing Magneto. Give me a second, make sure that's correct. So one thing I'll recommend, I actually made a tier list recently of tanks that are like easiest to get value just by picking up and like button mashing. Mag is not one of those tanks. Mag is like middle of the pack. You actually need to put in a lot of time on Mag to get the same value as you would on the character like Strange. So if you're just filling for Mag, if you don't like playing Mag, if you don't enjoy it, I would not recommend this character. If you want Mag tips, that's fine. We'll continue the rest of the video so you can learn how to do it. But he's not an easy character to just get value. I know, it's crazy, crazy take. Not many people in the Rivals community sees the way I do. But that's what I would say. So this is a prime example of like what I'm talking about. So let's break down what space is. It's really important, this concept of space as a tank. And like most people don't talk about it. Or at least they don't like explain it. So what is space? All right. So space is any area of the map that your team can walk into without taking damage. Okay. So right now, all of this area over here to like here, this is solidly controlled by your team. This is your team space because it doesn't matter if a support is standing like right out in the open, they're not going to take any damage, right? This area here is solidly controlled by green team. It's about to be contested, but it's solidly controlled, right? And then this area here, this is all contested area. Anybody in here is likely to take damage, okay? So what do tanks do? Tanks, they take and they hold on to space, okay? So how do they do that is by being a threat, okay? It's not just because they're here and they have a shield and they have a bubble and they have big health bars. No, those allow them to stay there for a long time. But the actual thing is they need to be a threat. So what they're saying is, this Magneto is saying, if you walk into my space, I will kill you, okay? And you can't kill me first because I have a shield, I have a big health bar, and I have a bubble on top of being a threat. And so this is why I tell people don't play Mag, because if you're not used to the projectiles, look at this, like, Invis, right? She doesn't have to respect you. Look at her health bar. She could just walk forward and occupy this space and not take any damage. You do hit her once, and she has to react, right? She has to respect it for half a second. But since we don't follow up and it's not consistent, she can still occupy this space. So all of that is like a pretty good explanation of what's going on. Now let's like try to apply that as for what you need to do, okay? So here you have a good example. Your team actually gets the kill, and then the kill feeds are broken on 7.5, so I actually don't know who killed the Elsa. But now this Elsa knows like this is contested space. Now you can't really do that to a tank pool, right? Other tanks, they have big health pools, they have bubbles, they have shields and things like that. So you have to find the people who, if they walk into your space, you can actually kill them. And that's why a lot of the time mags are looking at the tanks, but they're hitting the people behind them. So right here, I don't mind you trying to shoot this because like that is worth a kill. But now that that's not there, now we need to find the next best target. So find the squishy, put pressure on the squishy. If you slow the squishy down, that is how you indirectly push the tanks back. So that would look very different if we actually we hit our shots on both the Invis and the rocket. Almost. Good bubble. Way to help your team. Get the kill. Nice. Somebody got the kill. Stupid kill feed being broken is so infuriating. For the record, so is the hit markers. The hit markers are also broken. So sometimes you might be getting these hits and it's hard for us to tell. This I don't like. One of the most important parts is like using your abilities when you need to use them. We kind of talked about this on Thor. Right here, look at your health bar. You have a snowflake and you're down like 75. You're at like 9/10 of your full health bar, and what's attacking you? Now you're up to full. What's attacking you? Like in Invis. This is very low threat level. You need to let your health bar go down. Let it go down. Because your bubble is a 10-second cooldown. Your health bar going down is actually good for you because it tells you to back up, and it gives your supports ult charge. They're only at 30%. So if you take damage here, it's actually better for your team.
You need not fear. No attack can harm.
Nice. Good stuff. Excellent. That was great. Wasted exile. You're doing fine. I like that you're not crossing the line. Excellent. Nice attempt. I see what you're going for here. It just doesn't work on Hulk specifically. Hulk can just jump through your bubble. If this is Emma, Magneto, Groot, Strange even, it's going to be way more successful. But Venom, Hulk, this is just a waste of a bubble, unfortunately. Okay. This is bad. This is really bad. This is not what you want to do. Okay, good. Good. We won't go into it because it wasn't... I'll just say it real quick. Basically, if you turn around on Magneto, I think Magneto is actually an excellent tank to peel because he can turn around, throw a bubble, and then keep doing what he's doing. He can attack from a long range. So, I don't like how long we stared over here. Technically, these guys could have taken advantage. And the only reason they don't is because your BP is occupying them. But if you turn around and you see you have two supports next to each other, you have a tank back here, and you have a DPS, let them deal with it. Like, you need to hold the front line.
You are under my protection.
So, and then this is a scenario of just like not knowing the Hulk matchup. Here, because Hulk is the primary amount of damage that he does is by hitting you, which is melee attacks, which goes through your curtain. So you want to use bubble first, and then curtain for other things. Ooh, nice push. Not your job. Hold the front line. Hold the front line. You have a penny back there. So the way you want to slow Hulk down is not by hitting the Hulk. He has a bubble. He has an exile. He has a ton of stuff. Shoot the supports. Literally stand in between the supports and the tank so he can't get healed while you shoot at the supports and force them back. And then you let the Moon Knight, the Luna, the Rocket, you let them do damage to him and the Penny. And you just cut off his heals. So remember when we talked about space? Because you're turning around, these people, this is now their space. They can walk forward. Like, nobody's shooting this invis. Nobody's shooting this rocket. Now you're doing the right thing. Now we're contesting space. But you gave up so much space in order to do it that your Luna actually died. This is because if you cut off the Hulk sooner, you cut off the supports, your Luna lives here. It's weird. It's very indirect.
What are you aiming at? Fear Magneto!
Did you get that kill? Wow. I can't believe you got that kill. Nice dunk.
I shall not be removed so a shield.
That's actually insane. Okay, whenever there's an enemy support ult going on, I need you to be... I mean, I guess you are looking for your Luna. We just miss an opportunity here. Whenever there's a support ult, an enemy support ult going on, one of the best things you can do is look for people outside of it. So you could still be bullying this rocket. I don't mind that you turn around and bubble your Luna, but what you should do is flick, bubble, turn back, and then punish. Because it's just an opportunity. Because if we look here, I mean, it's shooting the BP. Not terrible, though. Not terrible. Good. Kill her. Kill her. Kill her. Let's go. Good stuff. Nice.
Only 60 seconds left.
So far, so good. It looks like they're about to portal, though. Hopefully we have our sound on.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
I'm counting on you, friends.
No, they're not portaling. Okay, we're fine. Nice. I don't mind this. So this is another great example of where you actually do need to take damage. You don't have a support ult. You don't have either of your support ults. You can hold tab and find out, right? And so if you know that, I would purposefully take damage here. And like, you can even go on comms and be like, yo, I'm going to give you guys some support ult charge. We need to get those support ults going. We only have 45 seconds left. If you don't take damage, they're not going to have it by the end of the fight.
Nice deep freeze.
Yeah, we're just not able to slow down the enemy team here. They don't need to respect you. What you need to do here is like let your team shoot at the Hulk, scoot to the side to minimize your damage, chill here, and then start shooting at the squishies. Pop, 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 shoot at the squishies. Boom. Right? Now we can do some damage to the Elsa. Pop her back.
Here comes your
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man.
Good bubble.
Real firepower.
Happens.
This is real firepower.
Damn, you got deleted. That's rocket amp for you.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Namor's footsteps? Good lord.
I'm counting on you, friends. I like the cool.
That's tough. So if we go back a little bit, let's just take a look at what's going on. Our rocket's way back here. Our Luna's getting attacked. Everybody's like split up. This is one of the best things you can do as an anchor tank is just turn around and look and see, right? We see everybody's distracted. Our rocket's still in spawn. So you're going to have a hard time holding. So I would just prepare and hold farther back and wait for your team. Just be a little more patient, a little less proactive. And then this is where it comes into like, if you're going to play mag, like you have to do these shots. Like a top level mag is going to kill this Elsa. And since we're not able to do that, she literally doesn't have to respect you at all. It can just dash right past you, not care, and then just ult your back. Can't let her do that.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
My power cannot be quelled.
Okay.
Much better.
Nice. Shield him off. Good. Messed up the execution. Okay, now we got a touch. Got a touch. Rocket ult of all time. That's unfortunate. Nice. Nice. Get the kill. Get the... Oh. Yeah, I suppose there was a call of people in the back line. That's fine.
Nice deep freeze.
I like that we back up here. Oh, no. Back up. Back up. You're too far out. Let the Hulk go. Good. Yeah, this is where you need to be. This is good.
I feel like myself again. What are you aiming
Now.
You're so concerned about what's behind you. This is one of the hardest parts about playing mag, is being able to tell what's going on around you while still looking over here. So that's where good callouts help a lot, but you can't always rely on it. So turning around and seeing, okay, there's a Hulk back here, and we can kind of guess that the Spidey's going to show up at some point. So maybe I'll turn around and bubble, but we can't constantly be looking the other way because we're missing out on so much damage here. Yeah. I know you're trying to be a good teammate, but it's actually making things way harder on you. like, it's just not your job. Just go kill the invis at this point. Hold the front line. There you go. Good. Yes. Little slow on the uptake, but we got it. We got to it. And like what that does, that forces the Hulk back. Did we die there? Hello? So that's kind of two things. This is a respect Elsa thing, if I had to guess. Elsa can do a ton of damage. I'm actually just shocked you died there. Yeah. That's just brutal. Shit. One thing I will say is since we haven't been that like strong anchor point for our team where it's like, okay, their supports are not going to go past this spot. I'm holding a wall. Because of that, now our backline is like completely kind of lost. And so if you do that at the beginning of the game, your supports will know like, okay, it doesn't matter if there's a Hulk in my backline. My mag is going to stay there. And it's going to make it feel a lot more solid. Psychological thing doesn't always, you know, doesn't always work because sometimes your supports will just run away. But more often than not, and like, nice bubble. Let's go. Great curtain. Let's go. Good bubble. Killer. Let's go. Yo, clutch! That was so huge. Clutch of the century. Do you guys lose this game? Oh no. Oh no. That's a Luna ult. Just shield it off. Yeah, stand here. Body block and shield it off. Why are we backing up? Stand in front of her. Okay, here... Oh, this is tough. Okay, so 100%, if you're playing Thor right now, I would definitely tell you 100%, find a support, solo ult them. Just do it. As fast as you possibly can. The second you see one, just go for it. Since you're playing Mag, it's kind of tough. Because, like, you could maybe kill the invis in her ult. But at the same time, like, if you kill her now... can't ult. This is tough. It depends how confident you're feeling. Like, if I'm playing Hulk here, if I'm playing Thor, if I'm playing Thing, I'm just saying, like, find the first support and just be aggressive and make the play. Mag, it's a bit more tough. Okay, we went for it. So if you are going to make this play as Mag, you need to find your target first. I think you see the invis here, maybe? Like, I'm not sure who you're targeting to start with. And then you always want to try to be low to the ground on top of your target and kill them close because you're going to hit them with the splash damage. But this is, yeah, that's unfortunate. Like, just imagine if you hit the rocket here. If instead you see, I think at some point you see a half health rocket right here. If you ult right now, he doesn't even have ult. Ult and just drop it on his face as fast as you possibly can. That's game changing because now he doesn't ult and he's dead and there's no res beacon. Target priority here and like not seeing the opportunity really hurts. We have to give space. Now we have to walk forward. Gotta walk forward. Yeah, no, it's too late. Your team falls apart. That's tough. That's tough. So, I mean, we went over a lot in this video. There's, you know, concepts of space, concepts of, you know, being a threat. You know, shooing people away, when to peel, when to do things, target priority, we went over a little bit, and then like mag specific stuff. So, yeah, I hope this helps. That's it for today's YouTube video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. God bless. Catch you in the next one. Bye. But since you're in chat, feel free to ask more questions and stuff. I always upload it, and then I'll send you the link as well. Don't do that. So this was a GM? Yeah, GM. GM tank review. Here we go. I hope it helps. I technically have enough time. I saw both, but went for Elsa because she was carrying. Yeah, I mean, I understand the thought process, but even if she's carrying, she has to be allowed to carry, right? And like, if they're not being healed, they can't do as much. Plus, at the end of a game, support ults are just worth more. So if we're doing a good job of like ult tracking, you would know Rocket is close to an ult, and that's like game changing, which is exactly what ended up happening. But I understand where you're coming from. The Elsa was carrying. Like, I see the logic. We just gotta adjust it a little bit. But thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that. Yeah. You have some good stuff. After Luna ulted, I knew we lost unless I hit my ult. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, if you killed that Rocket with your ult, that's game winning. 100%. You also had a really good play, like the team fight before it as well. I changed the music. A little bit more amped up music. We're going back. Game not load?
Which hero do you think you
Oh, there it
are
goes.
today?
Not gonna lie, the VOD was more informative than I thought it would be. I genuinely thought that I played fine, but I guess there's more I could have done. So that's the great thing about a game like this. Like, it doesn't matter what rank you are. We have somebody who's one above all in our server that I've VOD'd before, and we've found problems with their gameplay. Or don't get me wrong, they're way better than I am. That's Okami. Way better than I am. But there's always mistakes, always things we can do better. I'm glad it helps. Oh, yeah, double group ban. So annoying. Also, I hope the overarching concepts help. And then I'm sorry if you already knew the concept of space and things like that. I also, since I upload them to YouTube, I try to include everything in there so people can know. Oh, ban Jeff. I mean, Elsa's a fine ban, I guess. We got rid of Gambit. I'm happy.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
How do I anchor better? I mean, a lot of what it is recognizing how you can hold that space. And like, if you want to anchor as Mag, you have to know where you can realistically hold. A lot of the times you were holding like too far up while your team wasn't there. So understanding the map and like where you need to stand and like when you can walk forward and when you can't, those are all things that will help. And then on top of that is like making sure you're hitting all your shots and forcing people back. So I'll try to give an example as I play here. Hopefully that'll help a little bit.
Get ready.
This map's a lot more straightforward. So you probably know like this. Like this is way too far. You're never gonna stand out here as Mag because you can't get back. You can kind of start anchoring him here and then back up as you're shooting over to like here, and then this would be the spot where you hold the door, right?
Celebration area.
They have a Venom. I'm dead.
Venom on again, Venom on.
Nice. Good exile. Oh. Yeah, I'm shocked that Venom lived for that long. The first dive should have killed him. For
The
sure.
weapon you see. Oh, never mind.
Venom on in the back.
I'm peeling a bit too much. My other tank. Good tank. I don't know who you mean. The team is dead up front. That's bad. Oh, no worries.
Willing to help?
My dearest Susan, if only you had chosen more wisely.
I don't think we're making this. Nope, we're not.
You need to stop
Hulk died though. And I think we all got good spawn. I think I got that bubble in time. This is gonna be a hard game, based on their team comp. Because of that, dude. Ah! Is Hulk's game loop similar to Thor's? Yeah, kinda, yeah. I could see that. It's way more chaotic though. And the ult is like way different. But yes, it's kind of. So overall main takeaway would be to anchor more. Yeah, play a little farther back. Diving in. There we go. Oh, I was gonna. Oh.
Can you burn Fox? Burn Fox.
Nice. Yeah, the Venom's terrible. He's just inting. I need to not peel for him because it's so bad it's not even worth peeling. I keep hitting that hella. Cross map exiles. Go hook, going in. No!
Break it, break color.
I need to get out. My team's dead. Ah! Living. Run, Loki, run!
I'm running.
Oh, let's go!
Kill me, please.
Oh, that was a 6 exile. I read the shit out of it. I knew it. Let's go. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, yeah. I inted. Dang it! My bad. Hey, Venom. I know. I got excited. I think their Hulk is ulting.
I'm loading.
Oh, bro. Really?
Where's
I'm
he
living.
being if you can try a saw? Someone can saw. Get on, get on, get on.
Yeah, they go.
Yeah, keep sawing, almost there.
Team
Look
really
at him,
doesn't
in the
know how
back,
to
in the
play
back.
Bionic magic.
Oh, oh.
Here we go again.
Burn it, burn it.
I'm close to my ult, I'm close to ult. Come on,
No.
93.
Oh!
Look at Hella, in the back, in the back.
Let's go. Woo!
There's
They're
Hussein.
portaling. I'm gonna try to cancel it. Might die though.
I don't think you made it, man. Yeah, they were.
Hello. They went wolf.
What was passive? No. Get that
Help
in.
me, help me, help me, help me, help me. Magic Austin in the back.
There you go.
Rocket on point. Rocket one.
Nice.
Oh. Renegade, it's just because I play White Fox, but I love having good dive tanks. Yeah, probably. Most supports do not like having dive tanks. White Fox does. You can deal with it. Need to message somebody. In my opinion, most sports just haven't played enough with dive tanks. Yeah. It's just always the thing in these types of games. Like, the same thing happened in Overwatch. Supports, they love their nice, safe shield tank and their cover, and they want to be safe. Makes sense. I'm getting more confident in bowling with White Fox's melee slowly. Nice. Something that I didn't realize until this last White Fox review today was part of that is understanding, like, who you're attacking. Like, if you're attacking a rogue or a Hulk, your melee form is just not going to be good because they're just going to jump away and then you're not healing anymore. If you're attacking, like, a mag or a strange, you'll be fine. I don't think I, like, understood that concept until very recently. I hear something. That I do. Holy shit, I can't believe that hit me. Ah! I use the same reasoning as Emma Diamond form? Oh. I've never even thought about that.
I got no Loki rooms. Go down and healer, walking on them. I'm loading, sorry. Someone got on with me.
Nice. Started remaining support during season 7 when Dive Meadows came back.
I'm on cart, you have one healer up there.
Bring it in there. Ah! That's not the character I want to see! I think if I ult this, we probably just win the game. Yo, stagger strange. Don't kill him. They can't portal.
I'm on cards though.
Strange looking for ult. Careful.
Your powers are mine. Armed and dangerous.
Push out, push out, push out, 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 out.
Again.
I'm gonna get another ult. Let's go!
Ported, ported. Focus him, focus him. He's all alone, he's alone. Yep.
Invis.
Mag on cart, focus him.
Oh, I'm playing good today.
Nice, they can't touch here, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I missed!
Nice, GG's.
Final score 2.
I don't know. I'm playing good. I'm playing good. And I guess Hulk's actually really good this season. It's really nice. I don't just get bopped every game and then have to play something else. Thank you. One more game. But I'm out of time. Unfortunate. We will hit Celestial maybe tomorrow? Perhaps? Also, a fun thing I've done before is I've killed Magnus' ult with a Fox Tail Burst because he was low and burst his damage even if it gets pulled over. Huh. Interesting. I've killed him as like Hulk and Captain America, jumping up there and like punching him. It's hard though. I've done it. But yeah. Today is Wednesday, tomorrow's Thursday. Yeah. Celestial tomorrow, hopefully. Also need to get out some content for the weekend. So we'll do some more. I just face tank the meatball. I just did that. It's hard to do that on Hulk, but I was able to do it. But yeah, tomorrow we're definitely going to do more Guess the Rank. And I want to do more Am I the Problems. And I guess we'll be taking more VOD reviews from the Reddit. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the new music. Hope you enjoyed the VOD reviews. Thank you so much for stopping by, as always. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Good night, Jake. Take care. God bless. I think my OBS is crashing.